What's up, everybody? Welcome to the HughesMan HVAC YouTube channel. I'm here. We got live election coverage tonight. Let me introduce everybody to my son, Harrison Hughes. He is the election expert I've brought on the show tonight. Harrison, how the hell are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yep. Nice. So what are you thinking so far on what we're watching?
Well, I just saw the Hispanic vote from 2020. Kamala Harris is underperforming Joe Biden by
Okay.
15%. I think it's 15%. Maybe I heard that, but that's what I heard on there. And Trump looks like Kamala Harris was winning in North Carolina. He looks like he's going up slightly, so we can hope for that. And
Gotcha.
Georgia, Trump, I believe, is still in the lead.
Yeah. So I've got the race to 270 pulled up here on Fox News, and it looks like Trump is already up 105 to 72. Those are electoral. What are we looking at here, Harrison?
Electoral votes, that's how many
That's
Trump and Harris have.
the Electoral College votes. So can you give me a quick rundown on? Oh, sorry, I'm getting used to the functions here, to the electoral wins we have so far. I see Florida. What states have we won already, Harry?
We won, if I can see, Oklahoma, Missouri, Alabama, I believe I see. It's far, so I can't get 100% of them. Indiana, Florida, Kentucky, West Virginia. And those are more safe Republican. Those were like Trump was 99% going to win those. And
Yeah.
same with Kamala Harris. The one she's won already was 99, 98% chance she was going to win it. Yeah, Florida, bigger victory. Florida used to be a swing state during when Obama ran, and 2016. It was considered the biggest one because they thought Hillary Clinton was going to do a landslide victory, but then Trump, he won. And so, yeah, we're definitely seeing Trump doing it's the exact same from 2020 so far with the states. None have been flipped yet.
Now, we do have some people watching, Harrison, so I want to reintroduce my son, Harrison Hughes, to the people that are watching. Brian Sanders, Everything HVACR, Shannon Knight is in here. Harrison's been like this Trump stuff, and the elections have been going on pretty much since. How old were you when in 2016 when
I was
Trump?
I believe I was in second grade, so I would be
Yeah,
so
pretty
yeah,
young.
pretty young, yeah.
Yeah, so you've been invested in this practically your whole life, and just so you can explain to the people watching, I never influenced you to like say you have to,
No, no,
follow
not
Trump
one
or
bit.
this, just a thing that you've liked to do. So,
Yeah.
uh, Mike B says this is the last place I thought I would get election coverage. True. Well, my son's pretty invested in it, and we've been watching, and I figured, why the hell not? Let's throw up the thing. Uh, and like I said, there we are. I'm going to try to find a better live coverage
Trump has
for it.
just won South Carolina. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right.
Yep.
Um, Harrison, you got any suggestions for me on what I can pull up and screen share
Let me think.
to try and get some pretty
Go
good?
to search on Google 2024 election and
Okay.
just keep that on there. Just scroll down and show you the whole country with all the states and electoral votes, and it shows almost everything.
Gotcha.
With the TV.
So hopefully everybody out there is doing good. We're just going off the cuff tonight. Tucker Carlson, Mike B says, we go ahead and throw this up there. I wish I had a better thing that had both of our faces bigger, but it is what it is. Harrison's in the living room watching on the big screen. I'm down here on the computer. So we're gonna stick with you here for a while. And oh, look at what do we got here? 2024 electoral votes. I wish I could make this full screen. There it is. Let me share screen. Present. I got to stop screen here. Oh shit. Present. Share screen, entire screen. Is this what you were talking about, Harrison?
Let me see. No, that's 270 to win. I was saying search 2024 election and then scroll down and it shows you just on the main screen. I saw it on there on my computer.
All right. What are you showing me here?
Scroll up a little more. Are you just on Google? Oh, you're
I'm
on
on
DuckDuckGo.
I'm on
So
DuckDuckGo.
yeah, because it's only on Google. Yeah, that's why.
So hopefully everybody out there is excited. And I don't know, this election, I'm not getting too excited. Mike B says, everyone have a good night. God bless America. God bless you, Mike B. Appreciate you stopping by. He also says, PBD podcast has terrible audio being done in a airplane hangar. Let's see if we can find something a little better here. 2024. Boom. All right. Is this what you want to hear?
Right there. Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Awesome. Let me see if I can pull up the two of us. Oh man, oh shit. There we go. I wish I could move it to the right. Anyway, so this is showing the states he's already won, correct? Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana, and West Virginia.
Yep.
I believe Brian Sanders is out of West Virginia. So
yeah, West Virginia used to be blue in the 90s and 80s, but it shifted more Republican over the years.
Yeah, no doubt. We got 9 people here watching us, Harrison. So say hello to the crowd. My son, very proud of him, 9th grade, so invested into politics and the election. He's been following it for practically his whole life. So what's everybody else out there think? Mike B says Tucker Carlson. I'm going to see if I can't find some Tucker Carlson coverage. I'm assuming YouTube would probably be the best bet, right? For
probably
all of that. I want to just look at live election coverage.
Yeah, Trump's at 99 electoral votes and Harris is at 27.
I guess we could go to I mean, there's all the mainstream stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Development. Secretary, great to see you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Can you hear that?
As we said, we don't have.
I think I have to switch a setting.
From the swing states, everyone is watching them as you are, and the Harris campaign is. How are you feeling at this point in the evening?
First, thank you for having me. I feel great.
Give me a sec, guys, so I can adjust my sound. I should be able to put output, multi.
Lines are long. The bigger the vote, the better it is for us, and so we feel pretty good. We're optimistic. Right now, it's in the hands of the voters. There's not much we can do until we wait and see what the final numbers are. But we're very optimistic.
Well, Secretary, can I ask what's driving that optimism? As we know, over weeks now, we've seen the polls tied.
Well, what's driving it is the numbers.
Here we go. All right, I think that this is headline news, BBC, U.S. elections. Oh, I can tell it's BBC by the anchor's accent. So it says Harris results so far. I love how they're focusing on that, but it's 27 electoral votes, 243 needed to win, 45% popular vote. So far, how can they determine that so early?
Determine what?
Popular vote so early in. I mean, isn't it
just from all the votes added from each candidate?
but it's gonna go all night long. Rookie HVAC, yo, what's up? Good to see you guys. Jason Johnson's here. Holy crap. BBC is talking shit. I like these guys, LOL. um, but yeah, they're definitely talking. I can only share 2 screens at once, or yeah, just this one and that one.
Now, the UK, where BBC's from,
Yeah,
they're
I know.
they're going through the same problem. They elected this guy Starmer. I know his last name, but he's like letting all these people out of jail, letting all these refugees in the country. So, sort of what we're seeing right now. I heard inflation's pretty bad there too. So they're going through the same problems we are.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
yeah.
Fudge, what a last name. Gonna go ahead and share this one over here. Entire screen. And it doesn't look like much has changed, although Trump is in the lead on the electoral so far. What's the total, Harry? It's 270, right?
You got to get the two. You got to get the 270 to win, and the all of them combined is 538.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
So now that we've got you on the show here, I mean, we could kind of split away from election talk real quick. Harry, you're in 9th grade. You're doing okay in school. You're not a straight A student, but you're trying hard and you're doing your best. We've got a bunch of HVAC guys here watching election coverage, HughesMan HVAC election coverage. What do you want to do after high school? What would be your ideal job? What would you like to do?
I'd like to go to trade school, maybe.
All right.
Going to trade, something like that. You were talking about me about joining the union,
Uh-huh.
and that would be cool to do that, maybe.
Now, you also had some aspirations to possibly join the military. You still
military. That's another option. Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone out there know anything about what's the printer you wanted for Christmas?
A 3D printer.
Anybody know about 3D printing? Because I've been trying to talk with my son about Christmas presents. He's wanting a 3D printer. Hey, Neil C. Vids, what's up, bud? So if anybody's got any insight on 3D printing, I mean, just what I did on a quick Google search was pretty intense. These are high-tech machines, rather expensive, for a hobby type thing. But if anybody out there's got any insight on 3D printing, hit me up, send me a message, HughesManHVAC@gmail.com. You can hit me up on all social media, Ryan Hughes, HughesMan HVAC, anything like that. If anybody out there would like to join the HughesMan HVAC election night coverage live stream, let me know. I'll send you a message. You can come on here. Why not? Hughes, I know some people we can talk, AKA we have one of those things too. Jason Williams, yes. He's the man who made the
sign, yeah.
The HughesMan HVAC sign. If I can fit it in the screen. My buddy Jason Williams made this. He has like a CNC machine for woodworking. I believe he also made one for Gil Cavey and the HVAC Uncensored podcast. And if anybody else wants to hit up Jason to make him a sign, Steve, he could probably make you a pretty awesome one. It's a Momo's Wood Shop. That's MOMOS Wood Shop on all social media. I believe he's on Etsy and Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. So hit up my buddy Jason Williams. It's pretty affordable and the quality's pretty good. I was pretty happy with the way mine came out. So any updates, Harrison? Should I pull up any graphics?
Trump's winning in the House so far. The Senate, Trump is winning right now too. The election's still the same. They haven't called any states yet. Nothing crazy's happening. I'm surprised Trump is losing in North Carolina, but that's going to be a given probably because they're doing like the big cities right now. in Orange County especially. That's very Democrat. I think Trump's going to edge out into North Carolina. Georgia is looking pretty good for Trump right now, but that's only the rural counties. They haven't. I think they started around Atlanta and Savannah, which that's more Democrat. But in 2020, Trump only lost. Not he didn't lose by a lot. He lost. I think it was the closest state. I think Georgia and Arizona were the closest states, and I think we're going to see that same with Arizona, where
Well,
Trump's going to be losing when they do the Phoenix, when they go near Phoenix and Tucson. But
okay.
when those rural counties come in, I think Trump's going to pull some numbers there.
Nice. And honestly, in your honest opinion, wasn't the entire 2020 election only it was a very close election. Joe Biden only won by what?
Only a couple thousand votes,
Yeah,
really,
it
that
was
Biden
thousands
won by.
of votes. It wasn't millions or anything like that.
No, it wasn't.
It was
Those
a
aren't
total.
Reagan numbers.
And what do you think? I mean, people are going to say Ryan's a conspiracy theorist and this and that, but there was a lot of shenanigans in the 2020 election. I mean,
Yeah, because
water pipes busting and breaking in
in
the middle of the
Georgia,
night. They had to close down stuff. I mean, it was very shenanigan-ish.
nationwide, Trump is up by 2 million votes, 43 to 40.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm trying to pull up a graphic here that AP race calls. I don't know. I'm trying to pull up. You know what? Honestly, the Fox News one was the one that had no like real coverage, but was just showing the numbers. So I'm going to
Yeah.
try and pull that one back up. Live. There we go. Looks like we've got some type of Fox News coverage.
McCormick isn't doing very good.
No, this got to be from the other night. This can't be live. All right, sorry. That was like that's not live. Let me go ahead and remove that. It's kind of funny trying to. Oh,
You see, Joe Rogan endorsed Trump, Deb.
I did. Joe Rogan,
He was with
Kamala.
Elon Musk.
He invited Kamala on, and she was like, "I'll only come on if you like uproot your whole show and come to us."
Yeah.
And it was it was what it
It
was.
was like a mess, really.
Yes, Neil C. Vids. This is my son Harrison. He's like the resident election expert in the house. He's doing pretty good at it. He's a smart young man. I'm very proud of him. So, anyway, what's your feeling on this whole thing, Harrison? Are you confident?
I would say I'm more confident than I was a week ago, probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, what's weird is that if you get nervous in the elections like me, do not look at the polling. I don't believe the polling one bit. In 2016, they said Trump had a 9% chance of winning, and Hillary had a 91% chance. That was a complete lie. And what they did is that Joe Biden was losing very badly, and then that debate happened, and he was losing real badly. He was down like 15 percentage points in every poll, really. Even Minnesota, the last time I believe they voted red was for Nixon, I believe. And he was getting very close. Biden was only winning by 0.2, I believe, in Minnesota. And then what the Democratic Party did is that they kicked Joe Biden out and replaced him with Kamala Harris, which honestly is not that much better. No, she's the most unpopular vice president in U.S. History. Her unfavorability was at her highest favorability. Her like, most favorite, basically, like people favorite her, was like a 36% of average. Um, she wasn't very good, and then all of a sudden she comes in, and Trump's still in the lead by 47, and she's at 45. Like only like a day after. You're telling me that all these Trump supporters just switched all of a sudden now that there's a new candidate. Now I can see like Biden supporters being like, "Oh, I prefer Trump now. If they can replace him with somebody, I'll go back." But that big of a margin that just switches all of a sudden is a little weird, and
Yeah.
it feels like they're faking it.
I'm trying to find a clip here. Have you guys seen this? Let me see if I can pull it up. It was pretty funny. Share screen. This is the one where he says Kamala puts her head down and goes to work.
Yeah, that was funny. Trump won Arkansas, 6 electoral votes, projected winner.
This is our first election coverage live stream on HughesMan HVAC. I can't. There's no way I'm going to be able to. I'm not subjecting you guys to 5 minutes of Kamala Harris's husband. God help us. Anyway, the moral of that was Doug Emhoff is Kamala Harris's husband. He was like, Kamala does what Kamala does. She puts her head down and goes to work. You guys go until 3 a.m.? No, I doubt it. I don't think we can, but I figured why not? I might as well get in on some of this election night coverage. HughesMan HVAC, bringing on the sun. Much smarter when it comes to the election night coverage than I am. Look at him. He's invested. He's watching. So Doug just beats on innocent women. Yeah, he does. There were stories coming out where he like slopped his ex and whatnot. It is, what it is. Her nails, her voice is like nails on a chalkboard, Brian Sanders says. So yeah. Brian is in the HVAC industry, but he's also moved on to getting into some of the like hot side, kitchen, and refrigeration side of it. So trying to gear my son towards something that's going to be productive and lucrative for him. So he's got an advantage here, I think, being, how everybody out there always talks with these guys that are in the HVAC industry. They're always second generation, techs, and they've learned from their dads. Yeah, I'm first generation. My dad was a tradesman, but he was in the steel business. But maybe we could bring on Harrison, be an apprentice, get in that trade, learn a respectful trade, a trade that's not going to get taken over by AI. That's the most important thing, right? A lot of these office jobs and food service jobs, they're going to be out of business because of the, technology and whatnot. So trying to bring my son on and teach him well. And I think he's doing pretty good for himself. First generation here, Mike B says, yeah, me too. At least as far as HVAC goes. My dad was always, he he was always working with his hands. He was a millwright by trade in the steel union in steel mills, but it is what it is. I'm like worried about my son, thinking, what's he gonna do? You know, trying to steer him in the right direction. You never know. He could go to college and come out and be a politician.
Yeah.
God knows they're making lots of money these days. Um, all right, Harry, I'm going to share screen over here just to switch it up, but it looks like nothing much has changed here. Still, that's I'm not seeing many blue states for Kamala here.
It's mainly they're only doing like New England so far up there. It's not really. Most people get confused when they see a map because usually Republicans win more states. Um, so they see, oh, there's more land covered in red. That means most likely the Republicans are winning, or if there's more land covered in blue, the Democrats are most winning. It's always up to population. Because what I like to think is that when you vote in your state, you're not voting for the president. You're really voting for who's going to get more of these. Whoever wins the popular vote wins that state, and that electoral votes. Let's say you live in Pennsylvania, 19 electoral votes. That's going to go up to Trump, and that's going to help. If you vote for Trump, that's going to go up to Trump, and that's going to help him get closer to 270.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more than what the eye can see.
Yeah.
Is what
There's
you're
more
saying.
like steps. Yeah.
TCHVAC. Daniel, thank you so much. Trump 2024, take America back. Let's go.
Yep.
I'm liking the new logo there, Daniel. Very nice. Very nice. Harrison, if you've seen the live stream before, Daniel's been on the live stream, the Misfits of HVAC podcast numerous times. Thanks so much, Daniel. I appreciate that. Tell Mikey and everybody back in New York, thank you so much. And Daniel, send me an email. I'd like your address and Mike's. I got some stickers and things to send you guys. So please hit me up. He said his brother Peter made it. Very nice. Cool stuff, guys. Check out DC HVAC on YouTube, as well as my other friend, Mr. Mike Dyack at Pipe Doctor. All right. Well, let's see. What can I find here? I want some live coverage. Have you guys seen Salty Cracker? Oh, man, I can't spell salty. S-A. The Salty Cracker. This dude's pretty good. I like his we're gonna watch a little bit. Jenny just texted me. He's up over a 101 on the electoral college votes.
Yeah, he's at 105. Harris is at 27.
Guys, if I can recommend a channel, Salty Cracker's good. Mark Dice is another channel I like to watch. Liberal Hive Mind.
I like him, yeah.
A lot of good channels. Faulty Towers. Neil C. Vid says, but this guy, he's got a foul mouth, but what he's talking about and the way he's analyzing the culture of America today is right up my alley. So let's enjoy a few minutes of Salty Cracker's live stream. He calls it the live stream. I've got a vagina. Yes. Daniel, this is my son Harrison. Yep. Oh shit. Yeah, Daniel, this is my son Harrison. He's deep into this election stuff, so I figured we'd come on tonight doing a HughesMan HVAC live coverage. Oh, really? Can you guys not hear the shared screen live?
Dad, I will be right back. All right.
All right.
I'll be right back.
You guys can't hear this? What I'm watching, what I'm playing right now? No sound. Shit. Well, I guess that's enough of sharing the screen if no one can hear it. I don't know why. Let me, Daniel, real quick. My son's in 9th grade. So no, he's not in the trade yet, but I've been trying to teach him what I can and things of that nature. So we're still up in the air of what he's going to do after high school. But he's a technically minded, pretty bright young man. So we'll see what goes on with him. Let me see what's going on with this sound output. Scarlet Solo. See, I'm not sure. Multi-output device. Let me try that. I bet you that might do it. See if this works. Nope, I don't think
Holy
that's
dude.
what.
What's happening? Hold on. I'm looking at this. Virginia, 40% voting. Trump is slightly in the lead. I got my computer out.
Now we're getting down to it. He's got his computer out. Let's see here. System settings. I totally did this off the cuff tonight. Sound output. It would be output.
Trump is
Yeah.
now winning in Trump is now winning in North Carolina by a pretty decent margin. Only 20 reporting though.
I got to see if this is going to work here. It's not working. Black hole. Let's try that. I can't believe this whole time I was sharing screen and you couldn't hear it.
God, Trump wins.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the share screen's going to work for the input. What would be the input? Output? Anyway, I'm not real worried about it. I'm going to share this screen over here, Harrison. This looks like an updated looks like we've got a couple more here. We're at 101 electoral votes. Florida,
Yeah, that's the map I'm looking at
Alabama,
right now.
Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kentucky. And that's where Steve from Everything HVACR is from, Kentucky. Indiana, Ohio is going to go red. God, I hope Pennsylvania goes red this time. I'm so sick of being the deciding factor in this bullshit election stuff.
Yeah.
Just can Pennsylvania go the right way?
They were
once?
red in 2016.
Oh, 33 minutes late. Sorry. Oh, and Tovar. Sorry, I'm late too. Yeah, it's all good, man. PA is not going red. That's what
There's still hope.
Daniel says. I hope, man. You never know.
We're only 11% counting now. Well, it's only 11%. There's still hope.
You know what pisses me off though is like Pennsylvania says, well, we've got all these fancy computers and stuff. It's going to take 4 days to count the votes.
Watch it. Yeah, Pennsylvania is going to be the only state left to decide who wins, and then
Well,
a pipe's going to leak.
Yeah, a pipe's going to leak, and next thing you know, it's like,
Tear us
oh well,
up by
they're
like
going to know
5%.
exactly how many votes it took to make it up. It's bullshit. I think election day, the vote should be in on election day, not election week. This is an election month.
Not election year, yep.
Election year. Tom Lack, who has their Kamala voodoo doll. California can turn red, please. It's already communist.
You see Gavin Newsom, he cleaned up the whole streets when Xi Jinping came, but not for
I
the
know.
un-American people.
I know.
They're evil, man. They really are.
No, absolutely.
That made me so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's so much money to clean up the streets. But when a communist dictator comes to California, then we'll clean it up.
No, that's exactly what happened. The streets of California are covered in shit and hypodermic needles.
And you know what's sad? Cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, Detroit, Philadelphia, they keep voting for the people that's killing them. They're running their cities to the ground. There's drugs everywhere. There's homeless. There's crap. There's illegal immigrants. They're just pouring into these cities, and it's awful.
You couldn't have said it any better, bro, in my opinion. No, he's right, though. Xi Jinping came to Los Angeles. They cleaned up the whole freaking place.
Yeah.
They tucked all the homeless people away, cleaned up all the shit and all the homeless encampments. And then the minute he left, guess what? They were back on the scene.
You know, a week later. Like, awful, man. And he's going to run in 2028. And no, Kamala Harris is going to, if she wins, she'll run in 2028. But if she doesn't, I don't think she'll run again. But this joker, Gavin Newsom, he's going to run in 2028.
Oh, definitely, bro. Definitely.
Yeah. And what's he going to run on? How he made California so great? If you go around the whole state, San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and the capital. I can't. What's the capital of California? I can't think of it right now.
Capital of California, guys.
It's something S. It's something S. I can't think of it right now. I know the NBA team, but all their cities, they're awful.
No, it's horrible.
Everything's bad.
Anybody in California shouldn't be running on how they're going to change the country and put the country forward when California is such a mess. It really is. Sacramento,
yeah. Thank you. You can go, Dad.
It's a total disaster in California. I don't understand how any politician from California is getting any type of,
funding, anything,
putting anything out there like we're doing things right. And it's so sad because it seems like whatever goes on in California is what then what spreads across the rest of the United States like a virus.
Yeah, California is the biggest, like more companies, the most people that live there. Everything's in California. So California is like the head of the country. If California goes down, it starts to spread to the whole country.
I think that's a change that we need to make as a country, is being like, let's not follow what California is doing. California in like the 50s was great.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was a beautiful, untouched, paradise, really.
Like the whole
California,
thing was like,
California, just off of the landscape and the natural beauty it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It's the politics. It's the liberal mind virus that's going on. Everybody's brainwashed. What's in California? Hollywood, Diddy.
Hollywood's evil. And
Hollywood is a disgusting and evil industry. It's polluting the minds of our children, and it's foul and disgusting.
Yeah.
And I'm not a super religious person. I have my personal beliefs that I'm not going to bring up on here, but I'm not like super Christian guy. But when it comes to California, it is foul, it's disgusting, and it's polluting the minds of our children. Hollywood. I mean, am I right or am I wrong? I'm pretty sure
You're
I'm right
absolutely
on
right.
this
Yeah.
one, but it's full of pedophiles and disgusting, foul, money hungry people that all they want to do is just they're like evil.
Yeah.
They might be beautiful on the outside, but they are disgusting and foul from the inside out. Thank you, Daniel. I know. I wish I was right on a lot more, but I can tell when people are disgusting. I might not be the best HVAC guy or be able to make the best YouTube videos that I can, but I do my best at what I can do. But I can tell you when something is foul and disgusting and evil. And California and Hollywood is at they're right there.
And you see Lizzo at a Kamala Harris rally saying, "I heard if Kamala wins, the whole country will be like Detroit." And then she
Yeah.
has that moment of like, "What did I just say?" And she's like, "Okay, proud like Detroit."
Proud
Proud
like
like
Detroit.
It has the most depressed people in it, and it says resilient like Detroit,
Yeah.
beautiful like Detroit. Have you?
It-
It's
and
not.
it's the things like that they take out of context. They hear Trump say, "Oh, the whole country's going to be like Detroit," and then they totally like badmouth what Trump said, saying Trump just talking bad about Detroit. But
It's
honestly,
true.
if
The
everybody
people
can
there.
step back and take a second and look, Detroit's been decimated. Their auto industry has been gutted and shipped over to China. You know, he's only speaking truth, but the media takes what he says, one little clip, like he said the other day, "I don't care whether women like it or not." That's all they
Yeah, I've
play.
seen that. Yep.
Well, he said, "I'm going to protect women, whether they like it or not." He wasn't talking about reproductive rights or any of that bullshit. He was talking about protecting women and men and the people that live in this country from illegal immigrants that are coming over here. And I'm not talking about immigration's one thing. I'm all for it. It's
Yeah, America's built
illegal
off immigration.
when you the first thing you do in this country is illegal. You break a law just by coming here. That's a problem. And two, he's right, they're emptying out their prisons. They're drug dealers, they're gang members. That I mean, whatever. I don't care if I lose some subscribers over this tonight. I don't care. It is what it is. They're not sending their best, they're sending their worst. And the crime rate in the rest of the country has gone way down when the crime rate here in America has gone way up. And
And
there's a reason for that.
they're sending all this money to Ukraine but we got to stop Russia from it.
Yeah.
Ukraine was never.
Don't even get me started on that. It's our tax money
Yeah.
that should be spending money on revitalizing our infrastructure, our bridges. I live in Pittsburgh. You know how many fucking bridges are in Pittsburgh? So many, and they're crumbling. That I think Joe Biden came to Pittsburgh for an infrastructure meeting, and a freaking bridge collapsed the day he arrived. We need to spend this money on our own country. We're spending billions, and it's not the government's money. It's our money. It's the money that they take from us. They take from us. That's the money we worked for, is being taken and shipped across the country. It's disgusting. I have no words. I can't even comprehend what has gone on, because guess what? I've been getting money taken from me and every job I ever had since the day I started working. And so has everyone watching this. So it's not like we didn't have that money taken away from us at first and then it got taken. It's been taken from us since day one. And everybody's so brainwashed. I mean, what was the Boston Tea Party? They did a revolution over this,
over a 2%
tax on
and now it's
tea.
like 40%. And
Now
we're
they're
like,
taking
take
so much of our money. America we should be uprising. And then they're like, "Oh, well, they ravaged our cities with this Black Lives Matter protests. They
All that money went to
ripped
China for-
cities up. They
yeah.
destroyed cities. And yeah, I can get behind, I agree that the January 6th thing wasn't the best look, but people
Yeah.
are pissed off, and people are not going to be putting up for much longer. If Kamala Harris wins this election, it's over for America, in my opinion. I don't know what I'll be able to, I won't even be able to function as a human being at that point. It's disgusting. They're robbing us, guys. They're taking billions of dollars. They're printing money left and right. They're just printing it out of the air. And that's all. That's not money that just the debt doesn't just disappear. It just gets tacked on, and it's foul. It's disgusting, and it's not right. And our grandparents and great grandparents would be ashamed of what's going on in this country right now. We need Donald Trump. I know he's not the perfect person. Yeah. Is he kind of crude? Is he not say things perfectly? No, absolutely. He doesn't. Is he perfect? No. Are any of us perfect? Am I perfect? No. Are you, Steve, Jason, Daniel, Tom, any of you guys? None of you are perfect. This man, is fighting for this country, and we need him. If Kamala Harris wins, and these Democrats, they've stopped at nothing to
kick Trump out of this race, basically.
Yeah. Now, I agree, Steve. It is deeper than a Kamala problem, but the left in this country is just, it's just horrible. I can't even get over it. And it started years ago. Years. I mean, it's been going on for decades. It's bigger than we could even comprehend.
And
Go ahead, Harrison.
And the real person who started this whole thing was Obama, bringing up, oh, America's so racist and all this stuff. I go nowhere. I don't see any racism anywhere. I don't see nothing online. Sometimes I see stuff online, but very rare attempts. And they're trying to make everyone so sensitive nowadays. They're really just making America like sucky. Like back in like the 70s and 80s, countries looked up to America. Now we look at America what not to be in like a society. You go to like in Europe, you go to Asia, you go anywhere and you ask people, how much is it for an ambulance to get somebody who or whatever, and they're like, I don't know, maybe $200 in America, and you say it's like $5,000, and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
They're killing us from every angle. And I wish that just to be heartfelt on this, Trump's not the best at putting forth a loving, not everybody that sees Trump is going to love him, but his policies are
amazing.
Smart. They're smart. Protect our borders. Number one, you can't have millions of illegal criminal aliens coming into the country. And that right there is the deal. How can you
It's
not
just
agree
common
with
sense,
that?
really.
It's common sense.
That's how you run a country. You can't just let random people that you don't have documented just pouring into the country. We're basically, Mexico's like a state at this point. There's no borders anywhere in Mexico. There's nothing. They're just pouring them in. And I saw a video. It said, remember this on November 5th. And it's a truck coming, and they're tearing down parts of the border wall. And the guy's like, come in. Just in New Mexico, they did that. And they're like, remember this on election day. Remember what's happening. There's no U.S. citizenship basically anymore. You can go to Mexico, be an illegal immigrant, and be just as good, sometimes even better, as a U.S. citizen.
Agreed. And when Trump was in office and was the president, the border crossings were at an all-time low, and everybody was hating on him. Everybody was trying to kill everything he did. He actually accomplished so much more as a president who was under assault from his own government for the whole 4 years. Could think about what he could have possibly gotten done for this country had he had support and alliances within
Yeah.
our own government. All they did was try to curtail him on everything he did. And you know what? I mean, I being a conspiracy theorist, I hate to say it, but I think they know he's going to uncover so
You see,
much. What's up?
that so you see like um all these celebrities coming out, oh, I support Kamala Harris. You never seen this with Joe Biden, with all these celebrities coming out of the blue saying, vote Kamala Harris, and having all these music events at her rallies. The reason why they're backing her so much, because if Trump gets in office, he's going to leak the Epstein Island flight documents, maybe some stuff with Diddy, and all these celebrities were been there and probably done some very evil things there.
I
And
can't
that's why they're like, vote
I,
Kamala Harris.
I can't say that I disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
I've been watching some pretty interesting videos on Diddy, and
Diddy.
they're tying Oprah Winfrey to this. And guys,
Yeah.
you might think, oh, Oprah, she's all apple pie in America. She is a fucking billionaire who built an empire. And if you think for 1 second that Oprah Winfrey wasn't cutting throats and doing what she had to do to gain as much power over the media and influence, and just she has a strong arm on a lot of the media and the influence and the power over entertainment industry. She is not a good person.
Yeah.
She was buddying up to Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein, the movie producer who went to prison for pretty foul stuff you doing to women. She's all over it with Diddy. They're saying, I mean, obviously Bill Clinton and all these high profile. I mean, Trump is the key to unlocking the veil that's been covering America's eyes for decades.
Dad, you told me this in the truck. You said 2024, we're going to see people are going to be opening their eyes if Trump or Harris wins. Because let's say Harris wins, America's going downhill. The economy's bad. Illegal immigrants are pouring into this country. No country respects us. They're laughing at this guy, Joe Biden, who can't take out a sentence, falling downstairs. Or if Trump wins, he's going to expose all this Epstein, Diddy stuff and see how evil and corrupt Hollywood is and all these celebrities. They're really like, it feels like celebrities aren't real. They
They're
feel
not.
like I see this.
They're demonic. I'm sorry to say it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not coming out on some like Christian stuff, but dude, everybody here has to understand that what we live in is a spiritual realm. Whether you believe in Jesus or God or whatever you believe in, I don't care. At the end of the day, there is a spiritual realm that we are all living in. If you think for 1 second that you just die and that's it, it's not the case. We live in a spiritual realm of good and evil. Some of us might be better than others as far as your levels of goodness or whatnot. I'm not an expert on this, but I know in my heart that there is evil in this world. And I can tell you right now, we're experiencing quite a bit of it right now. There is evil out there, and it's frightening. So it is what it is. I don't test to be any expert on this, but honestly, TikTok has opened my eyes to a lot. It really has. And everybody can laugh at me and say, oh, ha, ha, ha. But TikTok has been an eye-opening and almost a spiritual journey for me, because it's taught me that it's kind of opened up the world. And then you got to wonder, why was the government so insistent on shutting down TikTok? I think because it opened up a lot of people's eyes. It opened people up. Yes. Our country was founded on Christian values. And like I said, I'm not some super Christian. I'm not Bible thumping. In fact, half my life, I was like, I don't even think there's, I don't think there's a God. I kind of was a young man, but the longer I live and the more I think and the way I see the world is going right now, I believe there's something out there. you know, and I'm not, this isn't a Christian thing I'm doing right now, but I'm telling you, there's something more out there, and it is evil. It is good versus evil, in my opinion. Thank you,
That
Daniel. Go.
I'm not trying, like, I would say I'm Christian. I'd say I'm more Christian than most people.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not trying to get all like conspiracy theory with religions or whatever. But if you really look in the Bible, all these things adding up to the Antichrist and the end of the world. Because most people, if you lived in the early 1940s, you may have thought Hitler was the Antichrist or all these people back then. But when you look at that compared to now, so much more stuff from that is like gone compared to now from the Bible. It's like so much more evidence with
Uh,
that now.
yeah. I mean, honestly, the more I watch and the more I look at online, have you seen about these like ancient buildings that are all throughout the United States? They were all covered up in the mud flood. Anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna share this screen here, Harrison.
Uh,
Oh, it looks like we've won a few more states.
yeah, I believe we have. I haven't been really paying attention all that lot. I'll check my Chromebook right now and see.
Boom! What do we
There we
got?
go. What is it?
Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota. What's any?
Any is why can I not Nebraska. That
Nebraska. All right. So we're up to,
Nebraska is a little different. They have different like counties kind of.
yeah.
I think we won the state. We're gonna win the second district. We won the bigger one, and then the third Omaha, I believe, is the capital. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that will most likely go to Harris. I believe it went to Trump in 2016. I'm not 100% sure if it did, but the polling, even though I don't like the polling that much, I don't believe it, but it has been saying that Harris will have a pretty decent chance of winning it.
Ah, gotcha.
Same with Maine. Maine also has the same thing.
Maine, the state of our lovely co-host on the Misfits of HVAC, Jennifer. She's not for anybody. That's what I like about Jennifer. She's not calling for one or the other. She's saying, you know, just go out there and vote for who you want. I got to give her respect on that. I want her to vote for Trump, of course. I'm never shy on who I want to win. What's your thoughts, Harrison and chat? I mean, is is Trump anointed by God at this point with the assassination attempt? By all rights, his head should have been blown off. He should have
Yeah.
been assassinated. That was so close in Butler, Pennsylvania. And the things he's fighting for, in my opinion, are so crucial to making our country better and like getting our country back on the right track, because the liberals and these Democrats, they're so evil with what they're doing.
I-
Is it possible that he is got the hand of God on his shoulder?
I want to add something here. I personally believe God, Jesus, they love everybody equally. I don't think no one is chosen by God, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
All right.
I believe God saves, because dude, that bullet was this close to hitting, like maybe even shorter than that, to hitting him. I really believe that Jesus or angels come down. I sound crazy, but I really believe that God saves people, and I believe God listens to prayers. Um, I also believe. What else were you saying, Dad? After
I was
what you
just saying,
thought of Trump?
I thought, he's doing so many things that I feel, in my opinion, I don't know about everybody else out there. This is just
Oh, I
strictly
remember what I
my
was going to
opinion.
say.
He's doing things that I think are morally correct for our country.
Yeah. Mhm.
Is it possible? I mean, in a spiritual realm, that he's being guided and protected by God? I don't know.
Now, I just want to add something in here. I prayed last night that I prayed for not just America to benefit from Donald Trump. I also believe that Donald Trump. I really strongly believe he had a strong relation with Putin. He had a strong relation with Zelensky. I think he will stop that war. And day one, he said, "I really think it will end," because Trump was scary to them. He had a
It-
good relationship with both.
that's
In Israel, I think the Israel war will be harder for Trump to stop because that has hundreds of years of land. They also have years of
so much history in that.
so
It's
much
been
history
going
that
on
will
for
be
so long.
harder in religion, and I think that will be harder to stop. But I think that Trump will make some benefits in Israel and Palestine. Now, strongly, I'm not supporting Israel or Palestine. I would probably support Israel slightly more, but I don't support either of them. I really think both people in war are evil. They're both killing people, in my opinion.
Just to add to
So
your point, Harry, with Trump, his thing was always peace through strength.
yes,
When you're the biggest and the baddest on the block, you can curtail war by threatening more war. You
yeah,
know, peace through strength, which is a big difference from what the Democrats and the liberals are doing, where it's like they just want to fund it. And I believe, like I've heard, a lot of these people in government are working for government contractors and weapons manufacturers. They're making money. They're getting rich off war. War to them
oh yeah,
is is making them money.
yeah.
And I honestly believe, and I always feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character. Obviously, I'm friends with Daniel and Steve from Everything HVACR, and these are two of the best guys in the business over here. So, I gotta believe I'm good at a judge of character. I believe Trump when he says he doesn't want to start any new wars because he was president for 4 years,
No,
and guess
no
what?
new war was started.
We had no wars, and he actually did everything he possibly could to stop wars. He crossed the denuclearization zone. Did I say that right? With the
In North
DNC,
Korea,
with North Korea. He met with
the
Kim Jong-un.
demilitarism zone, something like that.
There was no nuclear
Demilitarized zone.
bombs going off. There was no threat of war.
Oh, and in North Korea, they're blowing up streets that connect to South Korea. They're lying. This is what I heard. I don't know if that media could be lying to me, but I heard and I've seen videos of them blowing up streets that connect to South Korea. They're sending out troops to the demilitarized zone in North Korea, and also the Korean War never really ended. They both were kind of like North and South Korea were both like, hey, we're not making any gains, and they were losing troops. We're not making any gains. We're just going to stop. And they're like, okay, but there was no treaty. There was no leaders meeting up. They kind of just quit, and this whole war is kind of like on a pause, basically.
Gotcha. What do
It
we got
never
here, real
like
quick, Harry? It looks like New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Vermont, and
yeah, all
Illinois. They're all blue,
yeah,
right?
yep.
We're at Florida, Alabama, all these red ones here. 137 to 99, which I'm
Is
liking
Minnesota
that.
is Minnesota slightly red? I can't tell. I can't see it.
Yes.
Okay,
It's is that leaning red? Is that what you would
that's
call
lean.
that?
That means he's winning by 1,000. It's like I think it's like 7,000 or less votes he's winning by.
Gotcha. Um, real quick for everybody out there watching who enjoys my videos on HughesMan HVAC, even though I haven't put one out in some months, I got to get back to that. I'm heading back to Sandusky tomorrow, guys, to the same location I ran into those seagulls at. Remember that seagull video? It was a good one. People like that one. So I'm definitely going to have my GoPro out tomorrow with the Wind Slayer on. I'm ready to bat some seagulls. Maybe I'll even bat one out of the fucking sky this time. You never know. I'm looking forward to it. It is what it is. Harry, we've had a pretty decent following watching us for how long? Oh, an hour and 4 minutes now. We still have 7 in there. What's your prediction, Harrison? Because I don't know how
Well,
long
I'm
you've got.
looking at the polls right now, and um, it really makes me sad, but I do not think Trump's going to win PA. When It really does. When you look near Pittsburgh, Trump. Now this is just leaning. This could change. But it looks like if you look from 2016 that Trump is struggling a bit right now. And it's still decently close. Harris at 58, Trump at 40. We're only 20% in. But it's looking
Trump just
like
won Texas. I mean,
amazing.
that's no surprise, I don't think. But
right
we
there.
just hopped up to 177 to 99.
It's
So
Trump could pull it, pull Pennsylvania, but I think he is a little struggling right here.
how do I can I expand this and make this bigger? How do I do that?
Try zooming in. Oh no,
How?
you can't. Here, try zooming in, but not on the map. So like it
here
just
we
zooms
go.
in.
I got Zoom. Hold on.
Nice. Trump just won Texas. Thank you, Dad. That is amazing. Oh, Trump is doing at 50% in Virginia. He was losing originally, but he's at 48 to 49% there. Could Trump flip Virginia? Because last time Virginia, when it was the second running of George Bush in 2004. So yeah, and New Hampshire. What are we at in New Hampshire? 36. Trump's doing decent. That 2000 was the last time New Hampshire went red. New Mexico, we're only at 2%. Nothing. Trump's probably going to lose New Mexico.
Oh, look at this. I can go. Donald Trump won Texas.
Yeah.
If I hover over each state, see what PA says. Kamala Harris, 809, 266 to 540.
It's only 20%. That was the same with Hillary. She was in the lead, but it really depends to the last.
Well, it's going to be
20%.
It's going to be 4 or 5 days before we figure out what the hell Pennsylvania's doing. That pisses me off.
They said that in 2020, but we realized 2 days later that Joe Biden won, I believe.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh. I
feeling more confident as the day goes on. I was nervous. I really was.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What time is it? 9:16. Got a guest that wants to come on. I got to figure out how to get him on here. Copy. I got to send some links. My buddy Isaiah wants to come on. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've already got it in my thing.
Let's see what's happening in Texas.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to send a link. Anybody want to come on? Let me know. I don't blame you if you don't want to. Copy.
Trump is winning in the popular vote so far.
All right, Harry. I think we're going to have a guest
Yeah,
coming on here soon. You can click on the states as well. No shit.
Yeah, you can see all the counties. I'm gonna go on PA.
Oh, look at this. Wow, I like that. Let me share this.
They did this in 2020 too for the for Senate and like
holy crap. I can't figure out how to add to stage. PA. So there's PA.
Oh, he is this?
What do you want to look at, Harry?
Zoom in our county.
Oh man. Let me figure out how to. You're like acting like I'm some Fox News contributor over here.
I believe.
I don't know. I can't zoom in. I gotta. Well, let me see here.
I want to make sure I'm at the right county because. Yeah, right there. Are we? Yeah, I believe. Yeah, Trump has won our county. I believe.
You trying to talk about Mercer?
Yeah. Is the bigger one Mercer or is the smaller one? I can't
I
tell.
think Mercer's right here, bro. I think that's us.
Yeah,
Mercer
I believe
County.
that's us. Yep.
All right. We got a guest. A long time watcher of the channel. Isaiah, how are you
Good
tonight?
afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good, man. What's going on?
Same old crap. Just scared to death of this election, you know?
So what's your opinion? What do you think's going to happen tonight?
All I'm going to say is that when I know when Trump's going to win, they're going to go freaking nuts. Is what I think is going to happen.
Yep.
No doubt.
Dude,
Well,
I've been awake since 2:30 this morning, pacing, wondering what's going to happen.
it's gonna be
be
crazy
close.
because it's all gonna be contested in the courts.
Right.
They're gonna lose. If they
Mhm.
lose, they're gonna contest it. They're gonna try to pull that 14th Amendment bullshit that says
Tell me about it.
he's convicted of insurrection. They're not gonna certify it if they get that opportunity.
Mhm.
Guaranteed.
Yes, Casey, I did this evening, and I voted Trump.
KC, what's up, bro?
Yep.
Need Mikey Pipes on here. Oh man,
Yeah, we definitely do.
Daniel, get Mikey Pipes on here.
Matter of fact, Mr. Ryan, we have a change out coming up this fall. Three systems on top of a roof, and this one we actually need a helicopter to get the units off the roof.
No shit.
Because they're in the back alleyway where a crane can't get to. I took a video on this roof getting these units up and running. This is old Carrier semi-hermetic compressors that we were working on during the summer. So
no. So when Trump wins, how will this affect the local trout population? Maurice 9. I love it. I think we've got some new watchers. Did you bring these viewers along with you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, sir.
Maurice, welcome.
Maurice,
Appreciate
welcome. One of Daniel's videos, Ryan, that I was watching when he was at that elderly couple's house, I recognized it from one of Mikey Pipes' videos.
Yeah.
That's a house Mike has been to before for the same AC unit.
No shit.
That's crazy.
Where are you? No, wait. You're Maurice's videos.
From
Is that
Daniel. From
Daniel,
DC HVAC. I recognized
Yeah.
the house when he went there on the video.
No doubt. Yeah, guys, everybody check out DC HVAC on YouTube. Very good channel. Good friend of the channel. Good friend of mine.
I think Daniel wants to join Ryan.
Does he?
Yes, sir. He said, let me join Ryan.
Oh man, I gotta figure out how to message him. Honestly, I'm just gonna put the link to join right here in the chat. So if anybody wants to come on, just click that link.
Yes,
You're
sir.
welcome. We might as well close this out with a bang. But yeah, Ryan, there it is, guys. StreamYard link.
Yes, sir. Last time I checked, Ryan, Trump was at 177 votes right now. Last time I checked.
Yeah, I gotta click on that and see where we're at here.
AC Young, what's up, brother?
Chris Young is in the house. Oh my God.
Yeah, Chris used to be a jerk to me a little bit in the past, but that's all right.
You got to take Chris with a grain of salt, bro. That's his thing.
I have. I learned that.
That's his thing.
Yes, sir. And I am 2 beers in.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shoot.
Look who it is.
What's up, Daniel?
What's
up,
brother?
Maggot out. No doubt.
Yep. I just finished 2 beers, Ryan. 2 tall boys.
Nice. I finished
yes, sir. The good beer, bro. Budweiser. I love that one.
I used to be a Budweiser guy.
Yeah.
Then they started giving me headaches. I moved on to the light.
Yeah, dude, that freaking Miller Lite makes me end up in the bathroom after 5 minutes.
Daniel, how the hell are you?
I'm good. Busy. So busy.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's real good.
Yeah.
Some awesome content coming out of Mikey Pipes' channel lately.
Yeah. It's heating season, so he gets a lot of good content there. We had someone's boiler caught fire.
Come on.
Yeah.
They had a home warranty company servicing the boiler, and they've been there so many times, I guess, for no heat and whatever. And it looked like every time they'd been there, they just bypassed the safety. So they bypassed the low water cutoff, they bypassed the rollout switch, got rid of the spill switch. So their boiler went up in flames, and we came to replace it.
That's crazy.
That's number one. No. Yeah, ever. no safeties, no rollouts, no nothing, no high limits, don't ever bypass that shit. You're asking for a lawsuit. You're asking to murder a family, actually.
Yeah, but they can't prove who did it.
That's a shame, bro. Yep. No.
What?
Take care, Isaiah.
And thousands of dollars in lawyers to not prove it.
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough. Harrison, I need to pull up that graphic I just had because I accidentally X'd it out. What was I watching with the electoral map?
Just search 2024 election on Google and it will pop up.
Gotcha. I don't know why I can't get it to go full screen. So, man, are you walking around New York looking like that?
Oh yeah,
Daniel?
I don't care.
Yep. I love it. I love it. I love it.
99 to 177.
99.
We're not going to get PA, so I don't think we're going to get it.
You don't think we're going to win?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so I agree with him. I don't think either, sadly.
We got Ohio, but
yeah, JD Vance doing good with him as vice president.
What are we
unless California puts down the crack and they elect Trump, but I doubt that.
Yep, there we are. I don't know how I can't get this full screen again. Close menu. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to make it big again.
You could probably just zoom in on it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm at 80%. That's why. Man, that's why I need young men to tell me how to work internet. It is what it is. Did you guys see Jenna, the apprentice I work with on social media? She got featured in a you tired, Harrison?
No, I just yawned.
I know, I'm just messing with you. But guys, this is where we're at right now. 177 to 99. So am I getting you right, Harrison and Daniel? You're predicting a Kamala Harris win tonight?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And really? Like PA, the whole election.
Daniel, PA or the whole election?
Well, if PA gets it, it's the whole election.
Yeah. PA is the most important. They said whoever wins it has a 33% chance of winning the whole thing.
I don't know if I'll be able to go on if Kamala Harris is our president. I really don't.
I might have to become a Canadian citizen.
I don't know what I'll have to do, to be honest with you. I don't think I can go on anymore.
It's Philadelphia. That's what it is.
Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Harrisburg. That's all that's stopping it. It's just those cities.
So there's no path to win if they lose Pennsylvania? Is that what you're saying?
They can win. Trump's looking decent in Georgia. I think he will win Georgia. Trump's flipping North Carolina, which I will think he will win North Carolina. That's already going to get him decent. That's going to be decent. Not enough to win, though. If he wins Arizona, that'll be good. And he only has to win Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania. But if he loses Pennsylvania,
so you're
he
saying
has to win Wisconsin.
He has to win one of those three.
One of those three, and
or all three.
If he does good, he has to win one of those three. If he does good, if he wins Georgia, Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona. He can lose Nevada. It'll be fine. Nevada's only 6.
Oh, he just got somebody.
I've been hearing that he's doing decent in Nevada, and it could be a possibility of winning Nevada.
Turning Republican throughout all the elections.
I thought there was a chance for him to get New York, but I was clearly wrong.
But he definitely did better in New York than a lot of Republicans ever have. Even though he won, he lost the state. He's done considerably well. And I hear that, I don't know. I know the popular vote doesn't mean anything. But if he can win the election and also win the popular vote, That's going to make it a
Harris
lot
just won
harder
New
for
York.
them to like deny it and not certify the inauguration.
Yeah.
You know.
But you have all the idiots in Manhattan and New York, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is, I guess. No path for Kamala if she loses Virginia, right? Maurice.
Oh yeah,
asks.
Virginia. Virginia's been turning left and left every year, but Trump's looking like he might lose, but he's going to get so much more votes than because it's pretty tight right now. And what are we at? Like probably like 60% done already, because Virginia was the first one to count. They're always usually the first to count.
So when do you think that we'll actually know who won?
I don't think we're gonna know tonight. I think we're gonna know by tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, if they're not like, going crazy and being like, "Oh, we have to recount it, the whole election. We
I
have
feel
to
like
go
we're
to
not
court."
going to know till like Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe Thursday, maybe something like that. He's right, probably.
Regardless of who wins or loses, you've got to admit the country's never going to be the same after
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
Right?
I just
100%.
got a update, Ryan.
Yeah.
Trump just won Louisiana just now.
He just won Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
He just won Louisiana.
That's nice.
Well, let's
What's
keep
that?
going
That's 8,
with
right?
the wins.
That's good though.
I really hope PA comes. I don't know. I'm no election expert over here. We're just doing this off the cuff. But my God, please. Anyway, Daniel, Mr. DCHVAC, guys, I really would implore you to go check out his channel. Decent stuff. Very good guy. Dripped out in MAGA. Look at him. Loving it. Is that the uniform for the last 2 weeks or no?
Just
Yeah, real quick, Ryan, my headphones are dead, so I'm gonna leave my mic on mute.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
I even put red accents on my 15.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I even put some red accents on my AR-15.
Nice. Nice. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, she hasn't busted 100 yet. So is that an indicator for what's about to happen or no? Or we just haven't seen it enough? Because
Once she hits California, she'll be at what, 154? So
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dad. I remember saying this that I was in 2020. I remember watching it. I watched it until like up to now, and then I got too nervous. In 2020, it was the exact same thing. Like every state is the exact same as it was right now as it was in 2020.
Yeah.
So no, really, just because Harris is behind now doesn't mean Trump's set for the win.
Well,
I'm feeling it. The heart flutter. Waiting.
The heart flutter. No doubt. I'm feeling it too, because it's very important, guys. I mean, and I know everybody watching that they can be for him or they can be for her or they can be for whoever they want, but it's a very important time in our country's, existence here. There's very big issues on the ballot, and it's not abortion.
Yeah, abortion's not the biggest whatsoever.
Well, you can still get an abortion no matter what happens, is all I'm saying. There's bigger things, there's bigger fish to fry here, and that's illegal immigration, criminal invaders, invading in the economy. There's some very big, important issues on the ballot here, and it's a shame that as Americans they can't understand that. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to bed tonight, because I know that by the time this live stream's over, there's not going to be any conclusion to this. So, but I'm going to pray, that things come out the right way. And
I'm praying to God too.
But even if Trump wins, the fight's not over, because they're going to do everything they can.
They're going to lawyer up. They're going to go to court. They're going to push all this.
They're going to try to claim the 14th Amendment, that
They
he's
might
an
assassinate him.
insurrectionist. They might assassinate. They might try. Who knows?
Oh, they'll
What's good?
definitely try. They've already tried twice.
I know.
At least
It's-
once.
I heard
they
about
tried.
I heard about a third attempt where an illegal immigrant tried to sneak like a pipe grenade in one of his rallies, but he was caught before.
And of course, we heard nothing about that on.
Yeah,
the
of course. That's what I'm
internet.
thinking. Of course, but if that happened to Kamala Harris, they would say fearless leader destroys a wannabe assassin or whatever.
Oh man.
What
Well,
I think it's crazy how there's no like so many younger people like my age. They just don't vote. They don't seem to care.
it's a
And
shame.
I think
you
that's
guys are the ones that are most affected by whoever wins, really, with the economy.
Yeah, Harrison can't even vote, and this dude's more invested than half the people probably watching.
Yeah,
Like,
80% of people I'm probably more invested than, really.
I have friends who 1000% would vote for Trump, but they don't even know how to register to vote.
Go on YouTube.
Dude,
It's crazy.
you got to help them out, man.
Yeah, you can only do so much. You tell them,
Yeah.
and they're like,
That's a
don't
shame.
care.
They don't care.
Nobody cares.
Well,
Young people don't care about anything. They don't have work ethic, nothing. Doesn't matter to them.
hey, Harrison, if I can tell you one thing, Daniel's, how old are you, Daniel? Just curious.
25. 25 and about to buy my first property.
Good for you, man. Daniel's a guy to look up to, man. He's self-made, right? You had no help in this.
Zero
help. He pulled himself up by the bootstraps, Harrison. He's an HVAC tech doing his YouTube thing, and he's a very good, I know Daniel, not personally. I've never met him in real life, but I've watched his videos. I can tell you he's capable of fixing things and doing things, and learning a trade is an important thing to do in life. Harrison's like, oh God, I got to hear this spiel again.
No, I'm listening. I'm just paying attention to Ray.
No, I think every young man now should go into the trades. I think
I do too. Because even if they fail at the trades, they've at least tried it, and they've done something, and they've gained something. There's no possible way anybody can go into the trade and not gain some sort of knowledge from it, even if it was humility on how not to do things, right?
Even if they learn nothing from the job experience, they have that time where they just worked and they focused on something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they can set aside some of that time to figure out what they might want to do in the future for themselves, rather than just throw money on some stupid college degree that you won't be able to get a job in and be hundreds of $1,000s in debt trying to look for a job.
No doubt. Yep, no doubt. So Daniel's a highly respected friend of mine and a guest on the show, and I'm a viewer of his channel, and I hold Daniel's opinion and his everything he's doing in high regard. I like a guy. I think he's good. Of course, he's in New York. Poor New York.
What part of New York? Like near New York City, or like?
No, I'm out in Long Island on Suffolk County, so the east side, as far away from Manhattan as you really can get.
Yeah.
Isn't
Long Island really Republican?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
That's what I thought.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Ryan, you saved me the other day. I texted you on Instagram because I'd never big commercial job. They have like 5 major big RTU systems with ERVs built in, a bunch of exhaust fans. Nothing's labeled, but they had this unit that was screaming on the roof, and it was an exhaust fan. I couldn't figure it out, and you were like, it's going to be the belt based off the pictures and everything I sent you. I replaced that belt, and boom, that was it.
Was it the one that was twisted weird?
Yeah, it was the one that at first
it looked backwards, didn't it?
But that's how that belt is made. It's like an automotive belt.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's weird. I hadn't saw that before. Well, good.
But
I'm
Yeah, I
glad.
popped a new belt in, got them a couple extras, and they were thrilled.
Well, that's the good thing about HVAC is you can bounce things off. And you know what? Anybody who doesn't want to like at least listen to or share knowledge or at least listen to another HVAC guy in the trade, well, they're a dick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always open to listening. Even I've bounced stuff off. It's funny because we've got some new apprentices in the field, but they're pretty smart kids. They're like, I don't know what it is about younger people, but I don't know, in the trade, they can think off their feet. So I even bounce stuff off the new guys. I'm like, what do you guys think about this? And I've come out, with a different opinion on an issue I might have been having and been like, you can't count anybody out because everybody, everybody's coming from a different perspective in their own life.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because a few times I've had the same situation with Mike where we've been in where he's had a predicament and he bounces it off me and we resolve it.
Yeah, and then everybody comes to the same conclusion, and the issue is resolved. And
yeah,
I think it makes everybody better. It
teamwork.
humbles.
I mean,
It
it's a lot of
humbles the.
teamwork.
It humbles the guy who's been in the trade 30 years. Or not humble them, but at least, now you're open to at least asking the question because sometimes you just need a second set of eyes on something.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times in this trade you get stuck on something. You think this is the issue, that whatever it might be, electrical, mechanical, refrigerant, whatever. You're stuck and you kind of get down you got tunnel vision, and you sometimes just bouncing a question off somebody, even if they've not been in the trade as long as you have, it gets everybody thinking, it gets everybody's mind going, and it's a good thing. I'm all for that.
And I when that happens, it makes me feel good. It makes the young guy feel good that he did something. He finally got something right.
No, and you know what? That's the big thing, because learning something and just feeling good about what you did that day, even if it's something small, I'll have a good day where I'm like, you know what? I solved a couple problems. I went home and I felt good about the day. I solved somebody's problem. That leads from that day to the next day. Now you're like, you feel good about it.
Yeah. I can't speak for like everybody in the trades, but I feel like that's what I live for.
Yeah.
Is that good feeling at the end of the day that you really did something. You helped
made a
somebody.
difference.
Yeah.
You made a difference. You earned your money that day. And it might not be because you lifted 1,000 pounds up this or that, Ron Mexico. Holy shit. What up? Chris Young is in the house. I got to get rid of this.
These two kids look like they're fixing to fall asleep, Ryan, so I had to come in here with you.
This will be the first time I ever actually saw Ron Mexico face to face.
Ron Mexico. I was debating on Ron Mexico or the other one, but the other guy, he's a little extreme sometimes.
So if everybody doesn't know, this isn't actually Ron Mexico. I mean, it might be. He AKA, but Chris C. Young in the house.
That's my out of town alias name.
Nice.
When we're looking for trouble.
Yeah, and it's funny because I like Ron Mexico was like getting kind of sassy in the comments one time, and I was like, "Who's this fucking guy?" So I deleted him out of there, and it took me a good 2 months to figure out how to get him back in the chat. Sorry about that.
Good times. Good times.
Why is the internet so bad?
I'm sorry, Ron.
I don't know which one you're looking at, but I'm watching one that has Trump 195 to 117.
Really?
Some news channels they
what are they?
So it's news channels, and they tend to pump it up a little bit, but
fake news.
I don't know.
I'm watching the Associated Press.
Right.
That's the one I'm looking at. It's still 99 to 178.
I just keep Safari. Yeah. If you open up Safari and look up the election, they just have it right out there.
Yeah, but that's the same.
Didn't that have like a big Google ad right there in the top left-hand corner?
No, that's the stream.
No.
Harrison, was there
Brought
something
you-
you wanted to say? I feel like we cut you off there for
Oh,
a minute
it's
ago.
just the what he said about news channels having different electoral votes. Some news channels describe like so some like not Wisconsin, in Vermont, they said they didn't even start counting yet, and they already declared Kamala Harris the winner. Most states have to wait until they start counting, and if they think it's a reasonable margin they're winning by, they'll say who's the winner. Or sometimes they just wait until the whole state's done voting, and they're like, "All right, here's the winner." So it all just really depends.
Oh, yeah.
So I let me
Well,
ask all three of you guys. So we can probably anticipate that we're not going to know who wins Pennsylvania for what, two days.
Oh,
Exactly.
Is that
That's
you know?
Definitely
that might
not.
be
I
it.
don't think until Thursday evening.
Yeah. Well,
But
a month ago they said we're not going to know the election results for 2 weeks. So in
Yeah,
the
that's
back of
what I
my
heard.
mind, it automatically, the conspiracy in me goes, okay, what are they cooking up this time?
yeah,
Mhm.
huh, no doubt.
It's
You,
pretty
Crazy.
you give them
close.
enough time, they've already figured the game out once. What's stopping them again?
Well, I was
Yeah.
watching Trump today, and he's like, all these states got these computers and stuff, right? Well, aren't
Mm-hmm.
computers supposed to make things quicker, more
Simpler,
productive?
simpler,
Um,
supposedly.
but
You would think.
it seems like paper ballots are almost quicker at this point, and you got to
Well,
question
okay.
why would they want to open up like the question of fraud if there wasn't? I mean, I'm not trying to bring up fraud, but I'm asking why would they want even that speculation of fraud
Right.
The Democrats or the
if they didn't have to?
conservatives or Republicans?
The Democrats by waiting 3-4 days to count ballots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I feel like
Can't we get these results within a day? Period.
I think,
We used to.
We
yeah.
used to.
10 years ago, we used to.
Yeah.
No problem.
Huh.
In Oklahoma, the way that I vote, the way that I mark my ballot and slip it in the machine has not changed since I turned 18, and that was 3 years ago.
Yeah,
yeah,
long
but you
ass
got
time
all
ago.
these people
Oklahoma's
voting
never
early.
changed anything. Never had any voter fraud issues. Never had any issues with counting the same vote. Hell, Oklahoma's already turned their crap in, and they shut the polls down 2 hours and 46 minutes ago.
Hmm.
But you have
So what I want
voting
to ask
early.
is, Ryan, I know where you're from, and I know where New York's from. How do y'all vote? I mean, is it?
I walk in. They give me a ticket with my name on it after I tell them my information. They give me a ballot. I look at the ballot. I select all the conservative options, and I slip it into the machine.
And mine's basically the same way. I go in, I tell them my name, they walk me down
Yeah.
an aisle, they give me a thing, I fill out what I want to
So it's no
fill out.
different.
I walk up, I slip it in.
Yeah. So it's no
But you
different.
have all this nonsense with the early voting and the
Yes.
mail-in ballots, which are being set on fire. And then you
Yeah, I
have
saw that.
you have the videos from
Yeah.
last year of these
Well,
mail-in
even right
ballot
now,
people.
in
They're taking the mail-in ballots, they're not delivering them, and they're delivering new ballots, different ballots that they filled out themselves.
Yeah.
what did
Or
I say just a minute ago?
So we have to wait. We have to wait for them to figure out how they're going to vote to get the results.
I have a question. Does any of you guys know how a mail-in ballot works? Do they just mail it to you? Like, I'm just confused. I don't know exactly how it works.
I've only voted in person, so I don't know. How does the mail?
They mail it to you, and then you're supposed to mail it back in some envelope that is somehow not
It's a
able to
sealed
be tampered
envelope.
with.
Yeah.
But then I think it was Pennsylvania that maybe I'm wrong, but they just had I don't know if it was Supreme Court, but there was a verdict that because a bunch of these mail-in ballots were sent through without these whatever tamper-free envelopes,
Yeah.
so they want to be able to re-vote now. and I'm pretty sure it's Pennsylvania, and I'm pretty sure that they've already it's already okay that they're delayed a little bit. But I could be 1,000% wrong. I didn't follow it all that well.
I did
Yeah.
one back in 2000 and I guess it was 2008. I was in Iraq at the time. So they just gave us ours, whatever, and it was some sort of tamper-proof envelope, and it wasn't that big of a deal. So,
Yes.
and
So
this last go around in 2020, I didn't quite understand why it was such a big deal. After I got to thinking about it, how that could all be manipulated. And,
I think
you start making numbers up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody's asleep.
well that's the thing. You know, whatever, you can think what you think about me, but I believe that they were like, let's make up the time to see how many ballots we need how many votes we
Yes,
need to
exactly.
win. And they
Yeah,
did it all under the guise
put
of
those in
everyone's
your-
asleep
yeah.
and no one's watching at this point.
Exactly. You put
it's
those in you put all these votes in the back burner in your back pocket.
yeah.
I go, oh, we need 3
80
million votes
yeah.
here, 80
Yeah.
million votes there, whatever we need. Let's pull those out of the pocket, burn the rest, or ditch them in a dumpster like they did in Arizona.
I mean,
And
they had video footage in
Oh, absolutely.
Philadelphia of them bringing in suitcases full of ballots
Yes,
in the middle of the night.
in the middle of the night.
And
Yeah.
everybody's like,
And why was it
how
in the middle
dare
of the
you?
night? Because
how dare
nobody was staying up till 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, watching the numbers on the screen.
They had shit. They were covering up windows where they were counting. They were bringing in. The whole thing was crooked. I don't care what anybody says. Election denier, this and that. The shit.
Oh,
I mean, listen, I'm as crooked as they come. Okay. I know crookedness when I see it. And guess what?
Yeah.
I'm no idiot. That shit was crooked as hell. They're bringing in. Oh, come on now. I'm no dummy. It was foul. It was disgusting. Trump should have won 2020. In fact, he did win 2020.
Let's just, talk about the obvious. Do you mean to tell me that the 80-year-old dementia patient won more votes than the Messiah in 2008?
Hell,
didn't he win
you
more
mean
votes
to tell
than
me
Obama?
That? Yes, he was the Messiah. He was the hope and change.
Biden couldn't get 50 fucking people in one room for his thing.
He can't. 50 fucking people. Shit.
He couldn't even fill up a school gymnasium, I think, in 2020.
He can't get enough people to fill the dinner table at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And guess what? When Trump brought that up, they tried to indict his ass and send him to fucking prison for it.
Yeah. Well, you know what other countries like to imprison their political opponents?
How dare you question the integrity of these sanctified United States elections when you got these? The thing was crooked as fuck, and you know that's the thing about Republicans and the Republican Party is we were like, okay, I mean, they stormed the Capitol and tried to indict everybody on that too. They're still going after people. It's ridiculous.
Well, they stormed the Capitol building where they were giving grand tours out.
No, I know. And
they were just walking them in.
They were walking them in because
like,
they wanted to set Trump up for the 14th Amendment, which was why if he wins this election, they're not going to certify that shit if they can because of that.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So here's
the wildest thing. And we all know this. We all pay attention to this because we're here talking about it. Is Kamala's talking about, oh, I'm gonna do this on day one, yada yada yada. Why haven't you been doing it for the last 3.5 years?
Yeah, you're like
if Trump was so bad, if Trump was such a totalitarian or a communist or a socialist, why wasn't he this bad for the first go around?
That's what I say to people at school that want to call me a racist or whatever. I'm like, why hasn't Trump took over America and made it such a fascist empire, as people say.
Why didn't
When he
do
won
it
in
the first go
2016,
around?
when he got in office in 2017.
Look, this guy,
And
they're pissed at. We all know this. They're pissed at him because he can't be bought. He's got
Yeah.
more money than they do.
Mhm.
You can't buy somebody who can't be bought.
And he's going to uncover the whole
Oh,
thing they've been pulling over on the American people for
he could have
decades.
drained the swamp the first go around, like he talked about, but he had so many of his own constituents, so-called constituents, fight against him for so long before they realized that he was actually on the winning track.
Yes, he was.
So by that time, it was too late. I mean, because otherwise, he was checking boxes. Border, secure. Economy, through the roof. World peace, check. No more wars, check. North Korea, oh yeah, I'll go over there and shake that dude's hand.
And you can't,
I'll cross the demilitarized zone.
you know, as far-fetched and as crazy as it sounds, but COVID come around, and
No.
I'm not convinced that they didn't unleash that just to screw the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Well, where's Fauci at? Where's
Yeah,
Fauci
he
at
disappeared
right
after 2020.
He should be in prison, is where he should be.
Well, yeah. No, he should be under the prison. Well, he should have been lined up in front of a firing squad, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, do you
How
want to
many
hear?
people has he killed?
Yeah, go for it.
So my girlfriend and her family, through 23andMe, the DNA test kit, found out that they are related to Dr. Fauci.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I might commit
But like
suicide
what?
if I do that. You don't hear a fucked up. I'm sorry. I don't know if we should be cut. If I can cuss up on this.
I don't care. It's cool.
I cuss a lot.
It's all right.
But messed up deal. A friend of mine, old friend of mine. He's an old hot rod guy. Builds hot rods, drag cars, all this crap. He was working on his drag car during this whole pandemic. Planned. Damn it.
Yeah, pandemic.
And planned. Damn it. And his jack. He didn't have jack stands under his car because he was just.
Trump's doing good in Virginia. Holy dude.
He was changing the oil in his car or something. Anyways, his jack fell and crushed him, killed him. On his death certificate, died of COVID.
COVID. Yes.
I got something else to say.
The
Sorry.
freaking 1966 Chevelle SS crushed him and killed him. Crushed his skull. The K member crushed his skull.
Yeah,
I
of
saw
course.
it.
It was the numbers. Harrison, real quick, the numbers were totally skewed. The hospitals were getting paid money. The hospitals were getting paid for each COVID death that ever happened.
Yes.
That's why people that were wiping out on motorcycles might have had COVID. We don't know.
But
disgusting.
that's how they got. That's why they hit the damn nursing home so hard.
Of course.
They were there to die anyways, or the hospice homes. They were there to die anyways.
These respirator, what do you call them? The respirator, not respirators.
The respirators.
They put them on the incubators or whatever, the breathing machines. That only made it worse. That it made them have COVID.
Because they already had a lung issue to begin with. It fell upon the weak.
Yeah.
Well, what's an easy diagnosis? Well, whatever we made up is what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close, Jenny. Hey, Dad, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, make your point, Harry. Go for it.
Okay. I got two things to say.
Done?
Trump is at 49%, 48%, sorry, and 50% in Pennsylvania for Harris.
That's my son.
And then also one of my mom's friends, they got in a motorcycle accident. He died. He also served like for a military or whatever. He on his death certificate it said COVID-19 he died from when he wasn't. It just said COVID-19 on his death certificate. No motorcycle.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that his entire body
that
was
he was
crushed in a
crushed.
motorcycle accident.
Yeah,
Yeah,
COVID just
yeah.
does that. They make you
Well,
crash.
it was the same thing, for those 2 years or a year and a half, whatever it was. We cured the flu. Nobody died of the flu.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
I
here's
think there's so many fake COVID
Oh,
numbers.
it was.
I don't think it's even close to how many people really died. Because how many times you think we had
Oh
COVID,
no!
Dad?
Think about how many lawsuits there were against states or for states or with states that the numbers were so skewed.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? Texas had a 28 car pileup that 15 people died,
They're of COVID.
and of COVID.
Yeah.
And then that's when somebody threw up a red flag, going, "Oh, wait a minute! No, this
Yeah.
doesn't sound right."
Did a bus full of COVID patients get into this accident?
Okay, well, tell me, how do you get diagnosed with COVID?
yeah,
You and I
motorcycle
can
accident.
you and I can tell each other if we got the flu or we got the cold or something else, but you can only get diagnosed if you go to the hospital. Well,
Yeah.
where's the money going but to the hospital?
Yeah. No, it was all of money. It was follow the
The money
money
grab.
and you will follow the corruption. And when you follow the
Oh, I'm
corruption, you will find
I'm super surprised they didn't do this again,
yeah. No, hold
because
on.
it's just it's a revolving door of
Well, hold on to your horses. Hold on to your pants, because if you think for 1 second that there's not going to be a global pandemic that comes,
Oh, they're
and
starting to count Nevada.
this time it might actually kill way more people. It might be real this
well.
time. This was the
Now,
rollout. No, this was the rollout. This was to see how everybody
oh
was
yeah,
going to
this was
react to it. There might be a
yeah.
real one that is
Mhm.
actually killing millions of people, because guess
Yeah.
what? They don't care. I don't care what you say, Republican,
Yeah, they're evil.
Democrat. They don't care about us. We're a commodity to them. It's all about the money. And I wouldn't be surprised if I'm like really scared for what's about to happen to all of us in the years to come.
So here's what happened with Pennsylvania for the mail-in ballots. They were back and forth with the court case, and the verdict from the Supreme Court was that if any mail-in ballot does not have a date on it, because the voters had to sign the date, if it doesn't have a date on it, then the counters can choose whether to count the ballot or not.
Hey, Dad, I have a question.
Yeah.
On a scale
you
of
gotta
1 to
dig
10,
I'm not counting you.
Go ahead, Harry.
on a scale of 1, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think the 2020 election was rigged?
11.
11.
Would you hope that do you hope it wasn't rigged and it was a free and fair election?
Of course I do. Of course I would love for it to have been real, but there's no possible way that potato that never left his basement. He called black. He said, if you weren't black, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. I mean, there's no way. Dude had no support around him, and that's what I'm concerned about on this one. Kamala Harris has literally, she's bussing in people to go to her rallies. She has no support.
She's hiring people, yeah.
And I feel like they're going to steal this one. And whatever.
Well,
at that point, I'm giving up.
What policy has she come out with a foolproof plan?
Go to her website. Go to KamalaHarris.com. There's nothing. There's nothing. Yeah. It just says, I'm a woman. I'm black. Vote for me.
Stupid panel of fat, overweight bitches that comes on in the daytime.
And you see at Trump's rally.
And goes, what would you do different other than Biden's policy? Goes, what about the border? Nothing. No, nothing comes to mind. I don't think I'd do anything different.
Jenna's in the house.
What's up, Gianna?
Jenna, you want to come on?
I
Tell
need
us
to
who
figure
you
out how to
voted
look
for.
at the chat at the same time. How do you do that?
I
By the
can
way,
do
this is the
that.
first time I've ever done this before. Oh shit! I pushed the button.
Trump has won Montana and Utah.
My wife just said it's looking bad for Harris. Now she'll get California, and that's like 50 something,
54.
but not too much else. Maybe Nevada. So
Trump is doing very good in Virginia. It's 61% is done and 50% for Trump, 80, I mean not 80, 48 for Harris.
all right, Harry, it's just me and you at this point. We still hanging
Yeah.
on to 8. Oh, nope. Ron Mexico's back.
Push the button.
Welcoming back to the show, Ron Mexico. See Young,
Ron
Christy Young.
Mexico. I could have changed his name.
It's
Told you
all
this is the
good.
first time. I was sitting here pushing buttons and I'm like, ah, shit.
It's funny because that Ron Mexico is what screwed me up right off the bat. I was like, who's this fucking Ron Mexico
Who's
guy?
this asswipe?
Yeah. Dude, I had to dig in deep and figure out why you weren't, because it was me that deleted you from the chat. And then I was like, how am I going to? I felt so bad because you kept commenting. I was like, I don't know how to do this because I'm not as much as everybody might believe. I'm not some super technical savvy guy over here. So I was like,
Yeah.
I dug in and I tried reaching out to help for Jennifer, but she was like, you know what she said?
F that guy.
Screw Run Mexico. Like a total bad. I was like, holy crap. I was like, no.
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt it.
I'm fighting for Chris.
I give her quite a bit of hell.
No, I know. I'm just playing. She didn't actually say that.
It's fun. She throws it back, so it's fun.
I gotta give it to her. She is. I've become really good friends with her since we started.
She seems all right.
She's all right. She's good.
Seems all right.
All right. I'm trying to back out, but holy crap. Let's go. I want to get a look at this map.
Well,
how many people are watching right now, Dad?
5.
5. That's not bad.
That's not horrible. I mean, for HVAC election coverage, I'm not complaining.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday, I'm surprised anybody's here. So, and we've got some good guests like Ron Mexico here. I love that. Harrison, I've screwed up. I can't figure out how to. Let me share this screen.
Okay.
I can't figure out how to. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just going to say, I've always dicked around with talking about coming on these things. I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I won't screw too much up if I come on an election night.
No, this will be a good
follows politics a little bit, so I can make a little conversation. HVAC, not so much. I just change filters and.
Yeah, I'm a filter guy too. I do a lot of Harrison. I can't figure out how to zoom. See what I'm doing here. This is like the extent of my zooming. I want to get back to the full country map.
Okay. Hit show all states on the top.
There it is.
There you go.
All right, let me zoom in. Chris, I'm the same way. I
know more than we know what to do with
they do, things. Man. I love this kid.
I
do a lot of preventative maintenances. I'm changing a lot of filters myself. I'm also doing a lot of leak searches, compressor replacements, blower motors. I do a lot of mechanical things. I'm not the most like technical guy, like go out and figure out this like technical EMS bullshit. I'm fixing mechanical shit. Like, and that's what I like. That's what I like to do. Yeah. But I got to tell you, we're at 200 here. We're at 198. She hasn't broke 100 yet. I know there's other states to come in, and I feel bad. I think Daniel just bailed out on us. I think he was like,
I am interested in obviously Pennsylvania. I think Pennsylvania is the make or break.
It is.
I'm most interested.
I feel like Trump has probably got Arizona by a narrow margin. Georgia's in the bank.
Georgia was the closest.
Pennsylvania, I think, is because let's face it, California is going to be blue.
Yeah,
And
sadly.
what do they have? I don't remember how many votes they have.
54.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount.
I know. I think the
It
lowest you can
really
go is
should be
3.
California and New York should really be broken up into subsections
Yeah,
Mm.
just like, but
because
they give it,
if you look
but
at
they
it
give it,
county by county, there's a lot of red California, but it's
Yeah.
yeah,
because it's between Los Angeles and San Francisco, let's say.
and San Diego and Sacramento.
Yeah, that whole area, right in that
Yeah.
area, is blue.
You know what? It's sad how they give those separate counties to Nebraska and Maine, but not to like New York and California,
Right.
the ones
Yeah.
that actually need it. But the most random ass states they just give it
Yeah.
to.
Well, and I didn't realize till last night actually that Nebraska was that way.
Hmm.
Yeah. This
Amazing.
one of my teachers, he didn't know either. We were watching the election, and he's like, "What do they mean Nebraska 1 and Nebraska 2?" And I said,
Oh,
"Oh,
she broke 100.
yeah,
109.
why don't was it Colorado she won? Yeah,
Yep.
Probably.
yep,
I'll be
yeah, it's
right back.
Colorado.
You guys are going to hang out for a minute.
No,
Actually, I'll have the audio the whole time.
Oh crap. Show all states. Thank you for that, Harrison. Yeah,
You're
so
welcome.
what a mess.
What do you? Oh well, let's talk about a mess. What if she actually wins?
Oh, then
That's
I don't
gonna be
know.
a mess.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
gonna
I
be a
really
real
think
mess.
it will be.
No, it's gonna be disgusting.
Obama's fourth term.
I saw that
yeah.
on TikTok.
No, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You seen Obama before he left? He had an interview. He said it would be cool if I was in a basement with an earpiece on, telling the president what
Yeah.
to do and
And
what
then
to
they get the
say.
biggest puppet of ever.
Oh, that's a hoot.
Joe
That's a
Biden.
hoot and a holler right there. No, it's not. It's not. It's just a joke to them at that point. Oh,
Obama was
he
the
just-
start of this whole mess, and everyone
Well, yeah, it's true.
and Obama, he said he looked like a moderate. You see the debates in 2008 against John McCain. He looks like a moderate Democrat. And then all of a sudden in
Yeah,
2012,
but I
he starts
mean,
to swing a bit more to the left. And then all of a sudden,
John McCain. That's
2016 to
all they
now, he's like a
needed.
liberal maniac.
You
That's
want to
all
know
they
what's funny,
needed
Chris?
against John McCain.
You want to know what's funny, Chris? Is my son's talking about Obama, talking about being a moderate in 2008. He wasn't even born till 2010.
Oh man,
My
the
kid's
classic.
he's pretty in
He's pretty
tune to
sharp.
the. In fact,
Pretty up on the
Harrison,
up. Yeah,
thank you. You're carrying this election
Yeah.
coverage night, HughesMan
Well, okay.
HVAC
Yeah.
live stream.
Let's go back
appreciate
a few more. Let's go back a few more years. Bill Clinton was a moderate compared to these ass wipes.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. No
Bill
doubt.
Clinton would almost be considered an independent, if not a central.
You see, there's this guy. He done like JFK and JFK.
I'll be right.
Like,
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
I'll go.
But they did JFK, LBJ. They did all these great Democratic presidents from like the 70s and 50s. And there's like a political spectrum test, and they did everything. They went back and like old recordings of what they said. They're pretty far right compared.
Oh yeah,
and they were
yeah.
Democrats. Like the whole Democrat Party is completely different from what
Oh,
it
absolutely.
was. And like,
Yeah.
because
Well, I mean,
my
look
dad,
at our
he was a Democrat. He only switched in 2020, I believe.
yeah. Look at RFK. I mean, endorsing Trump.
Oh yeah.
And his whole family or the rest of his family that's still alive,
Yeah,
throws him under the bus.
Mhm.
JFK would not be a Democrat today, by no
No, yeah,
stretch
he'll
of
be
the
100%
imagination.
Republican.
Yeah. Yep, 100%.
The Democrat Party, they bullied him out of this election. I think if they would have kept him, he would
They have
go
a
against
better
Trump.
chance.
Yeah,
Well,
well, he's more
what
like
was
a
his
moderate.
name? He left the Democratic Party. Man,
Who?
went to Independent or something. Mancini or Mancini or
Oh, Manchin. Joe Manchin?
Oh, Joe
Manchin.
Manchin.
Yeah, Joe Manchin.
From West Virginia.
Well,
He
was a
was their
Democrat.
best.
Yeah.
He was their best fucking and then they threw him under the bus.
Yeah. No, Joe Manchin's a good guy. He
yeah.
is
No, I think so.
he's a moderate
Yeah.
Democrat who has common sense policies. The dude's, and I like Joe Manchin, and I thought that
Not a
what
bad
he was
dude.
saying was decent. The guy's a decent guy. The problem is these Democrats and these liberals have
Yep.
gone so far left and so
They're
crazy.
way
Well, they
out
won't
there.
They're
accept
talking
anything
about
that.
insane stuff. Listen,
Yeah, I
the
mean, they're
people of America just want common sense
Thank you.
things.
Thank
They
you.
don't want
Yep.
wild, crazy.
They don't
if
want
you could.
biological men in girls'
I'm not.
bathrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insanity.
Well, yeah. Well, they're the ones who allowed all that crap.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No doubt. So it's looking like 109
I like the gear
to
shot. That's a good one.
109 to 198.
Yeah,
Here
see,
we
I mean,
are.
obviously I'm watching Fox News and it's 205 to 117. But
I'm gonna go through
like
their
I said,
channels and
it's
see what's
media. They
popping.
call things a little early. We all
Yeah,
remember the what was that, Bush and
Gore when they had the hanging
Gore thing
chads.
back. Yeah, whenever they had to find all the floating ballots out there in the middle of the
Yep.
Gulf.
No doubt.
That was the closest
Wait-
election in history.
Wait a
2000.
minute, Cuba's trying to float some cocaine and votes over.
Yeah. So
Ah, crap. Apparently Ryan pushed the button too.
Trump's edging it out in Pennsylvania. 50% of the votes are done. Trump at 50, Kamala at 48.
all right, I'm
Yeah.
back. I'm back.
Aye.
What
Oh,
happened
that's
there?
tight.
Yep. So what did I miss, Harrison?
Wisconsin,
Trump's edging it out in
another
Pennsylvania.
one.
50
I
to
mean, look at
48,
that.
and with 50%
0.1.
of the votes done.
In Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Yeah. It's starting to swing that direction. Wisconsin, I forgot about them. They're another one that's
Yeah, it's very tight in Wisconsin too. What about Michigan? Michigan, slightly more Kamala, and Arizona's neck and neck, 49 to 50 with 48.
Missouri reports in Trump.
Yeah, Missouri's yeah.
well, you want to bet. You want to bet what happens if Trump wins? You think it's something similar to what happened the last time he got it?
The economy starts going
Oh shit.
down.
I think the economy is going to go immediately up.
Yeah,
Up
because
through
he's
the roof.
drilling
Yeah,
oil.
no, I think oil first off is going to start, drill baby drill.
Yeah.
Is
I'm worried about the war stuff, the stuff going on with everything else. I think a lot of them are going to double down in the next month and a half to 2 months.
Oh yeah. You see that Putin sent
just to see what they can get away with, because they can get away with anything, basically, until he comes in and says, "Cut this shit out," and they will.
all right, Chris. I gotta defer to my
Trump's back in
election.
the head in Wisconsin.
My election expert here, Harrison.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Pennsylvania. I got it pulled up here. That looks like a
lot.
lot of red. I see
Yep.
Erie, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Allentown with some sparse. I see some blue here, but the
Yeah.
majority of this I see is red.
Yeah.
So how do the votes break down? I mean,
Okay, so basically, what you're seeing right now is not 100% locked in. Erie, for all we know, could be 48 to Harris. No, it could be like 58 to Harris and like
Aren't
47
those
to
the
Trump
more
right now.
densely populated areas in Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
And
Basi-
that's in large part why Pennsylvania
and with the real big is
looks
like
that
less because
direction.
Republicans seem to thrive in more rural areas.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like California.
Uh-huh.
3/4 of it will look red, but you got those, like we were talking about, you got those three
You got
cities
those
that
three
are
massive
blue.
cities that
because they've got a
killing themselves
billion
right now.
people. Yeah, they got a billion people in there.
Mhm.
Even though, you know, half a billion of those people are homeless, and yet they still take the time to go vote.
Yeah, they still vote for the people that's murdering
Bull
them.
crap. They don't. Don't you can't sit here and tell me that old Nancy Pelosi won for 30 years in a row on her
Mhm.
policies
On
to
making
help the
California
homeless.
so great.
I mean, have you
Yeah,
seen the
yeah.
websites that have popped up on how you can follow Nancy Pelosi's what do you call them? Stock picks. You can bet
Oh,
the stock market just the way Nancy
yeah.
Pelosi does
Well, I
because
mean, sure,
everybody
she's
knows
probably
it's
got the
crooked as
inside
hell.
trader to do.
Ugh, disgusting. It really is. America has become, I don't know. How that's not criminal. How, you know. Anyway, I want to get back to this. So I can't figure out how to.
Arizona's still neck and neck.
So it's Erie, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Allentown, and these sparse ones in between.
I'm
It's a
gonna be right
shame
back.
because it looks like the majority of Pennsylvania is voting red here. I know nothing's locked in, but it's a shame. Chris Young, how are you tonight? Oh, we lost Chris Young. He's out of here. All right. All right, guys. So here's my opportunity to say thank you so much for tuning in to the HughesMan HVAC live election coverage for tonight. I'm sure my co-host here, Harrison, my son, will be back. Gonna post the link in the chat here if anybody wants to come on and say hello. There it is. Nasty HVACAR is here. He voted for Harambe. So is what it is. What do you guys think? Who's gonna win tonight or tomorrow or next month?
I'm back.
All right, bud. Is all your homework done for the night?
Yes, it is.
You've got your homework's done.
Yep.
Did you do a mock election in school?
Yes, we did.
And who won?
What?
Who won the mock election?
One. They didn't show a percentage, but it said Trump, Harris, Oliver, and then Jill Stein.
Really? Jill Stein.
She got last, yeah.
Hmm.
How many elections have she ran in? She ran in 2020, 2016, 2012, I believe. She's, you know why she runs, because all that funding makes her rich.
It's crazy. What do you think we ought to do, bro? Should we keep going?
Or
should
10
should
more.
I 10 more minutes?
10
It
more
looks like we lost all our guests. I want to thank though Zaya, Chrissy Young, Ron Mexico, aka Ron Mexico, Daniel. Definitely check out Daniel's channel. That's DC HVAC on YouTube. He works with Mikey Pipes, another good friend of mine. I know Mikey Pipes gets some flack for whatever, this or that, but I like the guy. I think he's got a decent channel and he's killing it.
Yeah.
Mike Honcho's back.
They
says
showed
that
in the house on the website.
Yeah. Device not connected, Mike. Mr. Chrissy Young. Something's going on with your connection. But yeah, that's gonna probably be it soon for our coverage.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unless you got anything else to add, Harrison. I want your prediction on the overall. Who's gonna win this election?
Here's what's going to happen.
I mean, I know you want Trump to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm not being biased to Trump or Harris. I'm gonna be 100% honest in who I think I'm gonna look. We're gonna look at the 7 main battle states. I'm going to add Virginia in there. Right now, 88% for Georgia. Trump has 51%. Kamala Harris is 48. I'm going to give Trump Georgia.
Yeah.
We are giving North Carolina. What are we at here? We are at 75% of the votes are in. 52 for Trump, 46 for Harris. Trump wins North Carolina. Virginia. Virginia's very close, and we are at 67%. Kamala Harris is edging Trump out by a percentage point. Virginia usually goes more left, but Trump outperformed here by a lot, I believe. Donald Trump will lose Virginia, and it will go to Kamala Harris.
Huh.
Wisconsin, we're only 48% there. Trump is doing good. I think this one will be very close, but I think I'm undecided with Wisconsin. I can't say Harris or Trump. I can't. It's very close. Michigan. Michigan's been leading left almost this whole time. It's very close. With only 20% reporting, I think Trump could win Michigan. I really think he could. Now, with Arizona, another big battleground state, I believe Trump will win Arizona. It's 48%. Kamala Harris 50. Trump 49. Trump will win Arizona. Nevada, we haven't started polling yet or counting. Sorry, but I believe Trump. Maybe it's. I'm still that same with Wisconsin. I'm very unsure. Now with Pennsylvania, the biggest swing state of them all. 55 reporting. I really think Trump could pull a Pennsylvania victory. I'm not being. I'm seriously. I swear to God, I am not being biased. I'm convinced Trump could pull Could. I'm actually. I think he could. He's doing very good where Stratton is. I think he could. And if he does, oh yeah, it just changed. 51 for Trump, 48 for Harris. It just changed and went up for Trump. I think it could, and I think that's a sign right there that he's going to win Pennsylvania.
Well, real quick, before you finish your analysis, Harrison, I just want to say thank you so much because I feel like you added so much to the HughesMan HVAC 2024 election night coverage.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you coming on and like helping me out on this. Without you, it would have just been a mess. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Chris C. Young, please unmute. You're muted. Yep. Unmute. I can't unmute you. You're muted. I want to hear what you have to say.
What about
there he
now?
is. Yep, you're good now. Chris C. Young returns to the show. Who do you have there with you?
Nope.
Chris,
And
are
we're
you
back.
with us?
I'm here.
All right.
Oh, Pipe Loke in Georgia.
With stupid internet.
No, you're good, Chris. We can see and hear you. Feel free.
No, just saying. No, he's. I like talking to the kid. He's very knowledgeable about his political
He sure
assessment.
is. No doubt.
I
No
was
doubt.
just here to talk shit.
Yep. He certainly made me proud tonight. I'm glad he
good
has
kid.
come on, and thank you very much. So it
I
is
do
what
think I do think he's right. I think Pennsylvania is going to squeak out Trump,
yeah.
and I really think Pennsylvania is the decider in this whole rat race.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. The time will come, and we will all find out here in a matter of, I don't know, hours, really.
You think hour? I almost say days.
You think it's going to be days?
I think it's going to be another one of those things.
Yeah.
And the longer it goes, the more suspicion you have. But just because we've lived this life before.
The reason why I think Trump's gonna do very good because Virginia is very, very close. For 68% in Virginia swinging more left over the years. It's at 49% for Trump, 49.4 for Harris. Very close. So I think Trump.
Am I wrong in thinking that Virginia is like West Virginia and it's not a coal mine type state?
What'd you say?
He
Like
said
West
it's
Virginia is coal mine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So is Virginia not the same?
It probably will be because during the Civil War, West Virginia, actually before this whole thing, Virginia is split by a mountain range, and the capital was in nowadays Virginia. So Virginia taxed more of the people that lived in West Virginia, and they didn't like that. So when the Civil War broke out, West Virginia saw their opportunity to break away from Virginia. So they allowed the not the Allied troops, the Union soldiers to march into West Virginia, taking that, and then it split away from Virginia. And I guarantee it is the same thing with Virginia with coal mining, because the reason why the Carolina split is because the British controlled Carolina, called the Carolina Territory, and they split apart because South Carolina was more on tobacco and North Carolina is more on crops. And I believe that's why Virginia didn't split more early on. So yes, I believe Virginia is probably more coal mine. It's probably the same coal mining with West Virginia.
Harry, we lost Chris. He's back though. He's back. Chris C. Young is back. We also have Zaya here. So very good analysis, Harrison. I gotta say, that was very well said. Chris, were you able to hear Harrison's response to your West Virginia question? I'm not sure anybody can hear me. Can anyone hear me?
I can. I'm trying to fix this stupid thing.
Oh man, Harrison, what's the electoral count up to at this point?
It is at 109.
Do this.
Harris.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
198 for Trump, 112 for Kamala Harris.
191 for Trump.
No, 198.
198
and 112.
Right. 112. So it's getting close. I mean, we're in the mix of things. We're in the heart of it. And it's a shame. Maybe we should do another live stream tomorrow before school, Harrison. We can be like, here we are, everybody.
Before school?
Yeah, before school. We'll do another live stream before school. Oh, actually, let me give everybody a quick update. I can't do a live stream before school because guess what? I'm heading back to Sandusky. That's the famous incident where I had the seagull incident. Heading back to the same place. So hopefully I get to record a YouTube video, and you never know. I think Chris C. Young is frozen. Oh, there he goes. He was staring at me weird. Zaya, did you get to see the video I put out where I was attacked by seagulls? No, we can't hear. We can't hear Zaya.
Devices. Maybe this will work better.
Yep, there. Chris, did you happen to see the video where I was attacked by seagulls?
Yes. I wish you had a tennis racket.
Yeah. Well, guess where I'm heading tomorrow?
Yes. Take you a tennis racket.
I'm heading back to Sandusky tomorrow.
Going back for round two, man.
Going back for round two. I guess I'm doing a preventative maintenance there. So we'll see what happens. Maybe the
I'm assuming you're going to change some belts on some rooftop units.
Some belts, some filters.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just take one of those belts, cut it in half, and there's your whip.
Yeah, I'm gonna
see how many.
maybe checking some heat exchangers and
Yeah.
some things of that nature. I'm
Yeah, just
excited.
cut-
I'm excited.
Cut one of those belts in half. See if you can use it as a whip and knock some birds out of the sky. See what your personal best can get.
Chris, let me ask you, because I don't believe I even know, where are you located in the United States? What state?
I'm
are
in
you
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Very nice. And
Yep.
yeah, it's exciting. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward. I'm looking forward to making some more YouTube videos because I've like gotten away from it, which is a
Yeah.
shame because I'm only 400 subscribers away from 10,000.
Oh,
10,000
man.
subscribers.
Yeah.
So I need to put out some more content there. I need to suck some more people in. But Harrison, man, what about this? What about this election night coverage tonight? I mean, this is a thing that I don't normally do, obviously. Who's covering?
Milwaukee. Look at Milwaukee. They've already got machine failures.
Really?
Yes.
Boy,
I don't know. I can't hear the TV.
Oh, that's not good. I gotta Google this.
Yep. I don't know.
here I'm making a political map right now. My prediction. I'll share it to everybody.
There's that guy with no neck that's always in the Middle East.
Zay, are you with us? Because we can't hear you.
I thought he froze. I thought he pulled a me.
Yeah, I don't have him muted on this end. We can't hear you, Zay.
I fixed it.
That's right.
Oh,
There we go.
he is.
Something happened.
Switched on me.
That's all good. You know what? Zaya's got a very good. You've got a nice voice, Zaya. I'm
Thank you,
telling
sir.
you, you could have a radio show. You could have a podcast of your own.
I actually do have one on my YouTube page on ZGunter116.
Yeah, you've got a very distinct. Chris, what do you think?
I like it.
Zay's
I
got
like
a nice. He's got a nice. He got that radio voice for sure.
Yeah, I could.
Why don't you go ahead
When
and
Morgan Freeman dies, I think you need to,
Zaya, why don't you go ahead
apply for
and
his right.
shout out your podcast or whatever you'd like to shout out to the
Yeah, it's
the
on my
people
YouTube
watching.
page, ZGunter116 Ryan, and
Yeah.
it's a ZH116 Radio.
ZH116 Radio. I like it. I like
It's
it.
on YouTube.
And Zaya's been watching. I've been in contact with Zaya for years in
I've
just
seen
the
him
chat.
for a long time.
Yeah, Zaya's been around for a long time. He's a long time follower and listener of all podcasts and live
Yes, sir.
streams. He's been involved. So you definitely have a spot here that's what do you call it, Christy Young? Inclusive and
Inclusive. There we
yeah,
go. I like
very
it.
inclusive and accepting.
It's just, yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. So Harrison,
Yeah.
Zaya, Chrissy Young, Mike Honcho. I mean, tonight's
All
gonna be
aliases included.
tonight's gonna be a night that literally tomorrow the country's not going to be the same no matter what happens.
No.
Right. No matter who wins, I mean, the country's never going to be the same after this. It's going to be.
I mean, Trump wins, we go back to where we were, where they're just trying to prosecute and stonewall him at every obstacle.
Yep.
She wins.
Country's
we probably
over.
we might take a step and a half, 2 steps back of the same redundant policies as we've had for the last 3.5 years.
You know what the scariest thing Harris wins is that
what's that?
The scariest thing is that when she lets all these illegals in, inflation's through the roof, extremism in rights and left is gonna skyrocket. And maybe I don't even know, maybe fascism will happen because look at Germany, they were so bad after World War I, and then all these like communism, fascism was on the rise, and they were all fighting.
Well, you look at the keynotes. Well, after World War I, before they implemented Hitler in that party.
Yeah.
Look at how they talk to us now. Look how they
Yeah.
treat us now. It's very similar in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Talk down to, don't give you the time of day. Just
Yeah, it's it's
I don't
insane.
know. It's
It's
insane.
insane. It is insane.
Insane. It baffles me that, or what the mindset could be of a person who would vote for somebody like that. That's what they want.
And Hitler,
And I'm not saying Trump is the perfect person.
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
By far, he's not. I'm
But his
looking at it as, the last go around, he made some checks and boxes that mattered.
And you know what really liked about what he did? I liked his policies, and I also liked that he kept every promise he kept.
Yes.
Right. And
He
they got
kept
cheaper
Every
gas.
one of
promise
them,
he made.
yes.
He made
Every one
promises,
of them that he could make, he made.
and that's unheard of these days. People they're
Absolutely.
throwing out
Yeah.
promises left and right,
Yeah.
and this man actually kept the promises that he made. And
Yeah.
you know what? At that point, in this point in all of our lives, wouldn't you rather have a guy who's making promises and is actually going to keep them?
You're trying to
And,
keep them.
and no matter what anybody says, they're like, "Oh well, this whole women's right thing." He sent the abortion issue back to the states. Period. Everybody wanted it. Who wants government in charge of things like
Everything.
that?
Yeah. Well, and it,
So he sent
you
it
go
back to
all the way
states.
back to the beginning of Constitution.
Yeah.
It was never made to be a federal anything.
No, I agree.
It was all state independent.
Yeah.
The
And
states
now-
were there to make their own rules.
America, that ancient Greece, like how they ran it, but they wanted to
Yeah,
give
they
some power
they
to the
each had their own city states.
Yeah, but then they had too much power and they all declared independence. So
Right.
basically, America said we'll have to give up some rights to the government and more rights to the states, so it can have equal power to the government, equal power to the state.
That'd be fine if that was the way it is today, but it's clearly not.
No.
If the founding fathers saw America nowadays,
It'd be
Oh,
disgusting.
Yeah,
they're rolling in their graves now.
oh, Trump officially won Kansas, and he's at 204.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Let's keep this thing rolling.
Trump, come on.
Guys, I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be able to keep this thing going. Harrison, how are you feeling? You want to keep going on this?
If you want to, man, that's.
You keep going as long as you want to. You're the one streaming the whole damn thing.
I know. I've got a kid who's got to go to school tomorrow. I'm like, we could
Oh,
probably be
yeah.
up all night.
Actually, this one should be in school. We're in bed right now. It's 9:41.
What
Hey,
you got
question,
there?
Ryan.
Yeah,
Have
but
you
he-
seen John?
Go
I've
ahead.
already set myself up for a very late night. So
Yeah, me
I'm-
too.
I have
Me
too.
I live this shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Zaya, the platform is yours. What do you need to say?
All I'm gonna say is, Ryan, whatever happens, when Trump wins, they're gonna go freaking nuts. You know that, Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
dude.
It's gonna be
You know-
like gonna be the Dodgers win the pennant.
Well,
Right.
Here,
They burn
here's
their
the
own
thing.
city down.
Trump, if Trump ends up pulling out a victory tonight or tomorrow or the next day or whenever the final thing comes, Jamie Raskin already said they're not going to certify him to be inaugurated.
No,
Period.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So it's going to be a legal battle.
gonna be a
gonna
fight.
divide. It's going to divide this country. It's going to be a complete mess.
Mhm.
If Trump pulls this thing out,
wait, they're the non-divisive party. They wouldn't
of
do
course.
something like that.
They're the
Of
party
course.
that's nice and acceptable. They ever do
Yeah,
that?
they're acceptance and hope and change.
but they say, well, you know what? Everybody says, everybody holds Trump's words. They hold him to every word he says.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? Trump is a bombastic billionaire, but he's good for the country. I'm telling you.
Bombastic.
And they hold
I
him.
love that.
They hold him to every last thing he ever says. But the Democrats, you can take them at their word. When
Yeah.
they say something, you can take them at their word. Trump
Sure.
says stuff. He's kind of a loudmouth,
Yeah.
whatever.
Egotistical.
Kind of easy, egotistical, but he's doing what's good for this country. The Democrats, when they say something, you better believe that that's exactly what they're going to do. So
Sure.
it is what it is. It's a complete, it's a
It's
complete mess. in my opinion.
it's the textbook definition of double standard.
Yes.
Yep. Matter of
But,
fact, one thing I
Yeah.
noticed, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, I noticed, right, and since Joe Biden has been in office, we've lost a little over 32,000 police officers and cops in different states.
Yeah.
But Wisconsin saw the worst the police homicides in 2022 and 2023,
Well, sure.
and this year too.
Who would want to be a cop?
they
Who would want to
Yeah,
be a cop at this point?
Right?
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't either.
exactly.
Like the sad
Vitriol.
part, the sad part is this, Chris. I've had Jefferson Parish Police offer me a job, and New Orleans Police. Ain't happening.
Yeah. No.
Sorry,
Yeah, it
I'm
ain't
trying
freaking
to.
happening for me.
I'm trying to center this.
Right there. There you go.
There it is. So 210 to 112. Let's go. Let's keep it
I
moving.
wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it one bit.
Wait, what did Trump win? Because he was at like what 204? I said.
I can
Well,
check
looks
Facebook
like-
right now.
Looks
He
like
won
Montana, North Dakota, Wyoming, South Dakota. We all knew he was going to win these states. Utah.
Yeah, these-
Yeah, he basically has
Nebraska.
won the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
We're
So-
waiting for. Well, we're probably not going to win Oregon,
no.
even though
You hear
what a
about
shit show that is.
You hear about
but,
that?
I like. I mean, whatever it is, for what it's worth, I like seeing all this red. It's definitely,
Yeah.
he's got
The support.
support.
There's-
Colorado, Illinois, New York.
Isn't it amazing that in our lifetime we've seen Colorado go from strictly red to blue now?
Same with Virginia. Virginia was that one of the
Virginia.
And then all of a
Virginia was
sudden-
never a question.
Yeah, Virginia, Colorado, Colorado. What else?
Michigan.
Michigan was all right. Like in the other ones,
So let me ask you: are these states too early to call? What's going on here? Give me a perspective, because I'm no analysis guy.
If I was guessing Virginia, because they know they're a hot spot, they want to get it right.
Yeah.
They've probably got a lot of mail-in stuff like before.
Is this little
And-
section right here? It looks like an island. Is that Virginia as well? You see where I'm touching over
Look-
here?
yes, that's part of Virginia.
That's all Virginia. Alexandria, Richmond.
yeah.
This is all too close to DC.
Yeah,
So
and it's because those are the most densely populated cities versus the
Norfolk.
rest of the outlying lands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. It's gonna be interesting, whatever happens, either way.
Yes,
So
sir.
what are the swing states? I mean, obviously Pennsylvania,
You know what? The big
Michigan.
the one they covered the most is Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
North Carolina, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona.
Well, we got. Didn't
and-
we get North Carolina? Am I
we're-
seeing that right?
and then Nevada.
Yeah,
And then, like, sometimes considered a swing state is New Hampshire and Virginia, but that's only sometimes.
Remember back when Ohio was the biggest thing?
Yeah, like Ohio, Florida,
Yeah.
big ones, and now they're like Republican safe.
Oh yeah, Florida's Republican diehard.
Yeah, Florida. Trump won by 2 million. He won Miami, the whole city.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole damn thing.
Miami was like a Democrat hotspot, like all the wacky
Yeah.
Now it's like, yeah, how much did votes did Trump won by? Trump won by 2 million.
Landslide.
Yeah, landslide. Same with
It's
Senator.
not. This isn't looking like 2016 landslide, but it is looking very, very promising.
Trump also won Tampa and Jacksonville.
Hmm.
The only big cities he's lost was Palm Beach, Orlando, and Tallahassee.
Now
Well, I
I
wonder what the numbers on New York were, because look at that Madison Square Garden rally he had the other day.
Yeah.
You would have never thought a Republican could have pulled that kind of number.
And then they try to call him racist because of the 19 Nazi rally there.
I know.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Like they
Hillary
don't
Clinton-
have basketball games going on in that arena like every whatever. I don't know how often they're like, oh, because they did one thing here so many years ago. Now Trump's just
Sure. Oh,
automatically.
yeah.
It's such
Well, okay,
bullshit.
crap. They're still bringing up the newspaper
Unity-
article he took out for the. What was that?
Can we
The
speak on
six-
the media in this country
Oh,
Yeah.
just for a
shit.
couple of seconds?
about
Because
the
it's so disgusting and disturbing because they take what any little thing Trump says and they twist it and turn it
Oh,
and
yeah.
edit it to like make it. And they've been not just doing it lately; they've been doing it for like a
Oh,
decade now.
at
It's
least.
disgusting. How can
Yeah.
people in this country not be caught on to this?
I think it's because, in large part, it is because think about what you used to get in the newspaper or in the mail at the beginning of the week with your TV and the TV shows that was going to come on. What was that thing called? It was
TV
called
guide.
a TV program.
Okay. Program.
You were being programmed
Yes.
to believe
Exactly.
this crap. You just okay.
Oh
Your
my
parents watch CNN, or your parents watch Fox News, or your parents
Yeah.
watch CBS, or whoever. You were just programmed to believe this certain way.
Dad.
Yeah. What's up, Harry?
In the betting market on Poly Market, Trump has a 93% chance to win the election in the betting market. Compared
Yeah, I know, but I've looked into that Betty Market stuff. I mean,
to,
it's
it's people's money. That's why.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they say that it holds some weight, but I don't know enough about it. And to be honest with you, I don't believe anything I hear or see anymore. I
No.
really don't. I don't believe anything until the proof is in the pudding. And the what do you call that, Chrissy Young? When that shit comes out in the wash.
When
What's
the
that
shins
saying?
comes out in the wash.
Yeah, when it
Yeah.
really comes out, then we know. So and if
I tell you who
anything,
used to know, and I don't know if you ever listened to him, was Rush Limbaugh.
oh yes, of course I did. I was
I
like,
know you did.
I
I know
did.
you did.
Yeah.
I know.
I
I would love to hear what he has to say about this right now.
How did
Yeah.
Rush Limbaugh die?
cancer.
He
Cancer.
died of advanced lung cancer, stage
Yeah.
4 lung
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
see-
it's funny because I used to first listen to Rush Limbaugh when I was in my 20s.
Oh
And
man,
the whole Monica Lewinsky, Bill
I
Clinton
went back to
scandal
my
was going on.
my teens.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
As
With
a matter of
Rush.
fact, I've been listening to Rush, Chris, since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
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 And one thing that's stuck in the back of my head: if Walter Cronkite has been called the most trusted man in America, Rush Limbaugh was called the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was proud of it. Matter of
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
when he predicted Trump was going to win that election, dude, in 2020, they shut down his show right in the
Talent.
heart of him talking about it. I'm dead serious.
You seen all
Those
the cheering?
those who know, talent on loan by God Himself.
You know, a lot of people said, when he passed, said, "See you in hell." You Nazi, so and so.
Mm,
They said about him.
yeah.
No,
They can say it all they want to. He ain't in hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you look at it, the Nazis, they're like more left than they want you to think. They're like, oh, the Nazis were right. They were both right and left.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
right. They had some
Trump
left.
just got another vote. 210. He's at 113 for Kamala.
Yeah, because when Hitler came, he took away all the guns. They took away freedom of speech. They were locking up political opponents. He
Mhm.
up authors that talked bad about him. He locked up the people that rejected him from art school. That's how pissed he was when he got in office.
Yeah.
He was
Eh,
Wasn't even
he
elected.
was megalonomical though.
He lost the election to a World War I general, and then he was already old and he was going to die, and they didn't have vice presidents in Germany. So they're like, okay, Hitler was the runner up. We'll have to give Hitler office when he croaks. So Hitler was given office, and then he became dictator.
Anyway, did you guys see the little conspiracy theory thing on TikTok where they were like, Rush Limbaugh is Jim Morrison? I thought that one was quite entertaining. And you know
No, I
what?
didn't see that.
Oh, you gotta, Chris, I'll send it to you. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
I'll send it
No,
to you.
I don't do
Oh,
TikTok.
dude, you got to do TikTok.
I
Why?
don't
What are
either.
you doing? You have to do TikTok. It's a mind-blowing experience. But they
That's the
took
problem.
they
I've
took
got enough rabbit holes to go down. I
Oh,
don't
dude,
need
there's
another
rabbit
one.
holes left and right. They took a picture of Rush Limbaugh and Jim Morrison. They were like, "Is it a
Overlapped
conspiracy?
them.
Look
Yeah.
at these two. They look exactly the same." Did Jim Morrison fake his own death and turn into Rush Limbaugh? And guess what? I'm there, half in the bag. I just did a live stream, laying in bed, and I'm like, guess what? Jim Morrison
I
was
think it's
probably
real.
Rush Limbaugh. Holy shit. My whole life has changed. It's amazing. I love TikTok. I gotta say, TikTok has changed my life. I love it.
That's
Chris.
one of those deals you can't see the trees for the forest.
Oh, dude, it's pretty funny though. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny. And you know what? They even have Rush Limbaugh like speaking on the mic, and then they have Jim Morrison in the background. Is like, "This is the end," and then Rush Limbaugh's like, he said one time. Rush Limbaugh said one time, "This is the end," and then they blend the two together. I was like, "Holy crap!" Jim Morrison and Rush Limbaugh are the same people.
Hey, Dad.
Crazy.
AI's amazing things.
Harrison, go.
You ever seen the conspiracy theory that Ted Cruz, if you slap a pair of glasses on Ted Cruz in 2016 before he had a beard, he looks exactly like the Zodiac Killer like sketch? And
Well, they said that Ted Cruz's dad was the Zodiac Killer. In fact,
I remember that.
Trump said it.
Did he really?
He said it. No,
Yeah.
and that's that's a fault of Trump right there, because the left was like, Trump just accused Ted Cruz's dad of being the
Cruz's
Zodiac
dad
Killer.
of being the Zodiac Killer.
But you never know.
Yeah,
you never know, Trey.
Yeah,
Cruz's
no,
dad
it's
might have been. But yeah, we live in a very, very, very crazy period in time.
it's a wild time.
You see, they actually found the Zodiac Killer. Basically, the cops that were in
it was a cop in San Francisco, wasn't it?
with the exact same sketch. Since there's like segregation at the time, they thought he would be black instead of white, and he described the exact same thing. Probably
it just happened to be on a sketch pencil on white paper. They missed it for 30 years.
Oh man. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. And that dude like wrote all that what do you call that? What do you call those notes he wrote?
Oh, the
what, the Zodiac Killer?
Yeah, what do you call those notes that he wrote? There was like a puzzle that you had to figure out.
What are they called?
The
What are the notes that you write?
You guys know what the hell I'm talking
Killer's notes.
They were like a puzzle that you had to figure out.
What do they call them? Oh crap!
Is that your wife? She's like, I don't know what the hell crazy shit you're talking about.
Papers.
Ciphers.
Ciphers.
Yes. They wrote, because what it was it was like
letters and symbols.
It was like a letter or symbol that like corresponded to a letter. I was like, and then you had to like figure it out. And he had like all the crazy, like all the people in the newspaper were trying to figure out his puzzle and figure out what the message was. It was actually a pretty entertaining story. Too bad he had to like kill
I
people.
think he was a borderline genius.
Yeah, it was
I
interesting.
mean, he almost had to have been. Because
Yeah.
supposedly at the very end, if you deciphered the whole cipher, you knew everything about everything he did.
Huh.
Where the last body was to be found, and the name was going to be like there's carved in her chest or something.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Matter of
Oh,
fact,
look at that. Maine just called 58% red.
Really?
That's surprising.
yeah,
Is it
I got.
what? Is it like a district?
No, the whole state.
No, the whole state.
No
State,
way.
yeah.
No freaking way, dude.
I'm on
Wow.
mine says 45
What's up,
for
man?
Trump, 51 for Harris.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I think
guys.
it's one of the counties because one of them is more Republican.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hell, that's one electoral vote. I'll take it.
Have we not gotten Alaska yet? And why is Hawaii always blue?
Hawaii's very liberal.
Why?
They're very nonchalant.
Republican, and that was right.
In all honesty, Hawaii would just rather not be involved in this crap.
I mean, I've seen Dog the Bounty Hunter. Isn't it a bunch of just meth heads out there on a Hawaii island?
No.
No?
Well, actually, I've only been to Maui.
Yeah. Is it nice?
That
You've
is,
been to-
it's freaking beautiful.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, it's amazing. There's a lot of just retired people that are just down there chilling, very happy. Just
Washington and Idaho.
beach bums, drinking all the time, responsibly.
Isn't that scary though? Wouldn't you be scared out in the middle of the ocean on a tiny little island?
I mean, what do you got to lose?
I guess nothing, really.
Nothing. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's basically the same weather year round. You might have to put on a light long sleeve Carhartt shirt or something, but you can still wear your board shorts.
You know what I always wondered though, because I used to watch Dog the Bounty Hunter, whatever. It was all in Hawaii, and he's chasing around these people that are on meth and stuff. But I'm like, the state is so little, and it's just a couple islands, and you're basically in the middle of the ocean. You can't clean that up. The meth production.
Oh no.
What's going on? Is it getting shipped in, or are they cooking this stuff on the island?
They're definitely cooking and all that.
I would think cooking it.
Okay, you can't clean that up. You can't get
I
a
would think
task force going where you can like figure out who's. I mean, it's not like you're got so many miles in each direction that you can.
I didn't see. Now this is just my experience for where I was at. I didn't see a whole lot of drug use.
Well, that was Dog the Bounty Hunter.
And I live in southeast Oklahoma where meth is king.
Kamala Harris is projected to win the state of California and Washington.
California and Washington.
Yep. So it's 179 to 214.
Wow. Well, you know what, Chris? I can tell you it was probably creative influence on a television show. The guy's a bounty hunter, and they're probably hyping up.
I used to love that show, Operation Repo, and I kind of classified that in the same category.
Yeah. I need to make a video. I need to do my own little footage. I'll be like, Operation HVAC Hunter, and I'll be like, here we are again. Filters are dirty.
Here we are
suspect
again.
This time.
The seagulls are attacking some more.
Kicking in the back door. Here we go. All right. It's getting closer, though. I got to say, I'm not comfortable with this. I wish we could have just kept her under 100 electoral votes the entire time. But I know that's not going to happen.
Here's interesting. It looks like the Senate is actually going to go towards Republicans.
Nice. Really?
That'll be nice.
House is looking confident.
But I mean, okay, again, we had House, Senate, and Executive the last time around, and we couldn't do nothing with it because they were fighting him so much for so long.
Here we go. Here's our Senate map. Look at me. I feel like a CNN correspondent over here. I just found the
Oh
Senate
gosh,
map.
you're not going to
What-
start crying, are you?
Not yet, but what do we got? So, did we win Senate? Rick Scott wins in Florida. GOP. What am I looking at here? I need an analysis.
Where are you at?
I'm on Senate. And then I can go over to House. I can go to governor, and I can go to ballot measures. I don't know what that is, but president. This is
Don't
showing
go
our
to that fifth one. No, nobody needs to see that one.
All right, so here's governor, House.
Wish I could zoom in on. Oh, I can zoom in on what you're looking at.
I can
There we
zoom in
go.
on it.
I can do it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on my phone. It lets me do weird things.
I gotta zoom in, but then I gotta like recenter it.
I'm just trying to look at what you're looking at. I just want to see.
GOP gained 2 seats. It shows 156. Democrats lost 3 seats.
That's what drives me nuts. Look at Kansas right now. District 1, District 2. District 2 or 1 or whichever it is still undecided. Because you can almost see the line down the middle.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Why
Chris?
Kansas? Of all the states in the nation, why Kansas does that?
Oh,
Right.
man,
Whoa.
what the hell's going on here?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yep. Trump just hit 214. Ryan.
Okay.
And Kamala just hit 179.
What did Trump win to get him? It was at Idaho, yeah.
Yep, New
Idaho.
Mexico. 52% for
Yep.
Kamala.
You ever heard of the Greater Idaho movement?
Yeah, unfortunately.
In counties to join Idaho from.
Yeah, it's almost like what there's another state that calls it the Blue Wall.
Yeah.
It might be Kansas because it's a two. It was based on a 2-zone district state. Fuck Kansas.
Yeah, fuck them, bro.
Chris Young. I love this dude.
Hey Ryan, would you like me to show you some of the maps on my screen from Trump?
Yeah, can you share them with me?
Yes, sir, I can. These are the states that are at an undecided slash.
What am I
Ready?
looking at?
Here we go. Come on.
If you can send them. Oh, here we go.
These are the states that are currently undecided right now, and Trump's in the lead for ours, right neck and neck with Kamala in Arizona. What the fuck? There we go.
It's hard, isn't it? You try
Yeah.
to get the map.
Can we give Georgia to Trump already? We're at 90%. Trump's went by like 2.
Give Georgia to
Georgia,
Trump.
didn't Georgia pass a law the couple years ago stating that they could not leave until the votes were complete?
I don't know.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
I
and Trump's
I
actually
read
about to
that
win
today or heard
Wisconsin
that
at 50
today.
votes. 50% votes.
At Trump, but it's only at 61, which is
Pennsylvania, man, that's the one that's driving me nuts.
Yeah, believe me.
And they're going to drag it
I
out.
live there.
I kind of almost wonder if they're just going to drag it out because they can drag it out.
yeah.
Well, they already said right off the rip. They were like, "Don't expect it for like 3
It's not.
days."
Yeah, it's not going to be tonight.
Yeah.
Trump got 214 electoral.
And that's where you're at, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm in like the Pittsburgh area.
I got you.
You all right, Harry?
Yeah, I'm just.
My kid is.
That is way
he's
far
getting-
north. That is
he's
way
getting
far
tired.
north.
Yep. I'm nervous as all get out, Ryan. You know?
I hear you, but we've been ahead, and I heard that Trump's early voting lead was strong going into a lot of these states. So, I mean, normally it's always the Democrats that are leading strong in early
Yeah, and
voting
cheating as
leads
well.
and stuff.
They
So
do cheat.
I'm feeling real good that at least the Republicans now have like caught on to that after
They got a little
how
bit of ground. Yeah.
Yeah, they've done the ballot harvesting,
Mhm.
which is totally legal, which it sounds
Yeah.
illegal. It sounds like an illegal
Should
activity.
be.
Does sound
Should be. But the Democrats did it, and guess what? The Republicans learned you got to play by the same fucking rules. You got to play by in the same game. So if that's what
Given
they're
the-
doing,
Ryan, we
you got to
lost
do
you.
it.
Given the fact for so many years we
This
have
mother-
played the back foot of everything and not been the aggressor, Yeah, it was time after the 2020 election. It was time to take a different stance on how we
Did it.
I felt
count
like
ballots.
Absolutely.
You know, and in 2020, Trump said, "Don't go out and early vote. Go vote day of." You know, don't let them manipulate the vote by coming in. And it made sense until it didn't. Until we
Yeah.
saw how they were able to manipulate the vote. Now it's you know,
Mhm.
we were 100. What were we? 80 million votes up before today
Yeah.
even got started.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So we're not on the back foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You start off
So
on
we learned.
now they have to catch up. And
It's just unfortunate we look stupid for
Mhm.
not figuring this out sooner.
Right.
But you know what it was we played by the rules.
Right,
You know.
and that's what I was fixing to say. That's what the GOP is.
Grand
It's the old school way of doing things.
We
You
played
go vote on November 5th.
Yeah.
Generally, when you get off of work.
Yeah. Yeah. And we played by the rules and we
Mhm.
learned a lesson from that. And hopefully
Yeah.
we learned it and hopefully we come through on this one. So,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, listen, I'm not about being anything other than a God loving, country loving patriot for this country. All I want is secure borders and to make an honest wage and an honest living for my family and not
like
have
to
to
get-
do it in fear of being like with the thumb down on me for it.
I'd like to get rid of the turtle, man. In all of that, in addition, I'd like to get rid of the turtle.
Mitch McConnell needs to go. Wasn't he like
Yes.
stuttering and pausing and like
He had like reverse cerebral palsy. Like
Yeah.
he'd just stop.
Yeah. He needs to go. I agree.
Yeah, no.
And I'm a big proponent of term limits.
Yes.
For,
Yes.
Term limits.
That's
need
an
to be implemented.
unpopular opinion.
Why?
But I am 100% for term limits. You
Why?
shouldn't be a dinosaur up there. I mean,
Hell no.
he looks like a freaking. You remember? Well, I don't know. Yeah, you got kids. Kung Fu Panda, the turtle in the very first one.
Yeah. Harry knows Kung Fu Panda.
He looks like that guy.
He does.
And he just wisped away into the wind when he knew it was his time. But this guy's too stupid to know when to leave.
Yeah. There should be term limits. You shouldn't
Nancy
be able.
Pelosi should have. Nancy Pelosi was in on the freaking Nixon shit.
Do you know how? You know what pisses me off most about this? It's public service. All of these appointed and elected positions, they weren't meant to be getting rich off of this.
No.
Everybody should come in with a certain amount of time. And then if you did that and you had term limits on these positions and these
Hang on a
elected
minute.
positions, then you would only get people who really cared about making a difference in this country.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get people that were like, I'm going to now get rich off insider trading and all the deals I can make in government over my
you see
lifetime.
this?
Founding
Can you
Brothers. No,
Yes.
I have not
Okay.
seen it. Joseph Ellis.
This is a book I've been reading. It's next to where I'm sitting, amongst another pile of books. But it talks about the burden of servitude towards people. When you were an elected official during these post times of the Revolutionary War, the Constitution Declaration, and all that, of how much of a burden it was because you were not financially compensated for it, but it was considered a civic duty.
Public servants.
Yes, public servant. It was a civic duty to apply yourself to make everybody around you better.
Yeah.
Because most of them, yes, they were educated people, but it was your civic duty to help these people who did not, know how to read, write, understand anything, just to grow the republic.
I agree. I agree.
But it's been raped. It's been
It's been morphed into
raped.
like,
I mean, I can't think of an uglier word than just raping something into something you don't recognize anymore.
some of these
And
people come into these offices with nothing, and now they're instantly
they're
multi-millionaires after a couple
the
of years.
Clintons. Look at the
Yes,
Clintons.
it's disgusting.
Hillary Clinton came out and said we were flat broke when we left the White House. What is their net worth today?
Like billions, almost.
In the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Doing what?
Speaking,
Exactly.
influencing, pressuring.
Yeah, giving 425,000 an hour speeches to Russia.
That Clinton Foundation.
Arkansiding people.
If not,
I don't know if y'all have ever heard of
crazy.
Arkansiding.
I have,
but it's okay. I know you have, Ryan.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't go as far to say child trafficking.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, no. As soon as that whole Epstein thing came out, yeah.
You seen that photo of Obama and those two young kids, and it looks like Epstein in a boat.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that picture of Obama with this dude who looks like Michelle?
Yeah.
Back in the 70s.
You ever seen the guy that came out and said he smoked weed and had sex with Obama, and then he didn't even know who he was until he saw the Senate race?
Did you ever see that guy who came out before Obama before he got elected? He was a senator who said he did all sorts of weird stuff that starts with C with Obama and did all sorts of other stuff that starts with G with Obama. Yeah. Weird and crazy stuff. Pulling up in a limo, hiring people to do things. Obama. I mean, I'm just saying, there's all sorts of proof out there, and they shut that guy's mouth up real quick. But the internet never forgets.
Forgets.
And it is what it is.
They also happen to be on P. Diddy's list.
I know. Oprah. Were you here earlier when we were
I would. If that was in the early part, I missed the first little bit.
Oprah Winfrey and all these other celebrities, they're like Jennifer Lopez. Could you imagine?
Everybody who's on P. Diddy's list also happens to be supporting.
I know. And not only supporting her, but supporting her openly at rallies.
Financially, monetarily, openly. Yeah.
This whole
she's even on P. Diddy's list.
This whole P. Diddy thing is gonna unravel all of Hollywood, which I can't.
I hope it does.
I can't wait for it.
But I somehow think that P. Diddy's probably just the scapegoat for what's really going on.
Oh yeah, he's just like the head. No, like the head. He's just like the mascot, basically.
I think he's a minion.
The first thing.
Now, granted, I mean, yeah, it buries a lot of people, but to bury Hollywood as an industry, I don't know that you can. I mean, that thing just seems like a war machine at this point.
Well, guess what? The first thing that the people that don't want that to get uncovered would do is be like, we cannot let Donald Trump become president.
I agree.
He's still on.
I think the two go hand in hand.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. I think it's
He's yawning.
I think
we're just getting started.
Dude, I officially feel like an old fart officially, even I'm only 25. I feel old.
Tasty slopsicle. Joe Biden might win.
Yeah, that old fart, all I can win is a test.
I saw a video where somebody wrote in Joe Biden's name and they said retirement's not over, buddy.
Yeah.
They wrote him in.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I inspected my ballot today because I was watching things. It was like, if there's a small dot in Kamala Harris's circle, it'll roll out your vote. And so
No.
I looked that whole thing over. I made sure it was right on the money. I colored in my circles like to the T, dude. I didn't come out of the circle at all. And then
no.
and then I made sure it got turned in. Boom. I'm done.
The first thing I did was make sure that there was no like irresponsible dot in the middle of somebody else's name, because that if you coloring your bubble and don't realize that, that's a non-vote.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I'm glad to hear that it's basically about the same, because I wasn't sure, because you just hear about what you hear, and I'm thinking, wow, everybody else must be just retarded, and it must be really easy to scam things. But it's kind of like buying a gun. The gun form is the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So what
I don't
basis
know.
that they have? It's just a scare tactic.
Let's get a last update here, because I think we're probably going to be calling a night to our election night coverage here soon.
Oh, come on. We're just getting started.
Hey, Chris, John HVAC is live right now.
Go to bed.
Who's live right now?
John HVAC.
It's 10 o'clock.
Who's John?
John HVAC. Who's that?
It's another old HVAC guy that's been around a while. It's him right
John
now, Mr. Ken.
Israel?
And, Luke. Yep. No, a different John.
Oh.
John HVAC. He goes into John Israel's chat sometimes.
2:30. 2:30.
I ain't seen John Israel in a couple of years.
I heard from one of his friends out in Lafayette that he quit.
So let me get this straight.
He probably should.
Let me get this straight. We gotta get to 270, right? That's
what
we're
270
for. 270. All right. So we're at 230 right now. 230 to 179. We've been ahead.
And we haven't got to California yet.
No, California's in.
Oh, are they?
Hell yeah, they're in.
179.
You mean to tell me that California can get their stuff together, but Pennsylvania can't?
They can already declare who wins based off.
Are you pissing?
No.
You're dumping out a beer.
No, I'm not doing that either.
Hey, may I chime in real quick, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing I can say good about Trump, dude, I paid only $75 for diesel for my dad's pickup truck, and for my dad's service truck was only $75 to fill it up with fuel. And that thing is a gas guzzling son of a gun. So now I don't even fill it up. My dad doesn't fill it up. Dude, my dad doesn't fill it up full of fuel anymore. He only put $75 in it, and it lasts about a week, 2 weeks at the most. But yeah, I'll take Trump prices over freaking Kamala Harris's gas price any day of the week.
Kidding me? I have a feeling we're gonna win Georgia.
I got a feeling, dude. After they screwed the man in 2021, I feel like they screwed him. I feel like we're gonna win.
I wish I had a predictive model where I could click on it,
right,
and be like, boom.
Upside, Dad.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whoever predicted, the people that predicted Trump's gonna win are gonna be rich right after this.
Aiden Ross bet $1 million on it that Trump was going to win.
No shit.
Yeah, he did. Oh, we won North Carolina.
What's the over/under on that?
We won North Carolina.
We did. We won.
I didn't even see it. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm liking this, dude. I might have to go all night. I'm gonna be like, I gotta go to Sandusky tomorrow, which is like a 2.5 hour drive. But
good Lord, I can't imagine going on a service call that's 2.5 hours away.
Dude, it's
which I mean, I get it.
It's the best. I love it.
You work on
they pay me for the drive, so
I know.
I'm not complaining.
And that's what I was gonna say. You work at a 100 times larger company than I do,
and I get to watch.
I got no time to go 30 minutes down the road half the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a tech question for you real quick, Ryan. I got a customer I take care of out in Chalmette, Louisiana. And one of the suites is actually for lease right now. And if we do get someone moving into the suite, would y'all want to see some drone footage from on the roof?
Yeah.
Dude, I could definitely do that. Bring my drone over there, have that thing hovering over so we're working on the units and getting them ready for the new customer.
What part of Louisiana are you in?
I'm in New Orleans.
Oh, you're down south. Okay.
Dude, dude, I've been here my whole life. I ain't going nowhere.
I was born in Shreveport. My family's around Jonesboro,
Yeah.
All right,
that
guys,
area.
let me just update everybody real quick. This is HughesMan HVAC live election coverage night. Chrissy Young,
Love it.
Zaya, Harrison Hughes. I gotta go grab another beer. I gotta take a squirt myself. I mean, Chrissy Young just did it live on the air. I gotta do mine too. I'm not doing it real quick, but I'll be right back.
Hey, Dad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's
Do
up,
you
bud?
want to? Do you want a website where you
Forgot
All right,
there's a
I'm on.
mute button on here.
I'm sorry,
All right.
what? Harrison,
No.
go.
do you want a website where you can make a prediction where you
Yeah.
can like click the date?
Yeah.
All right, it's YAP
No.
and then MS.
Mm-hmm.
Then click the
Wa-
first one and hit presidential election.
No,
YAPMS.
not exactly. No,
Yep.
because that is what's his name? I got his book up there. It's close enough though. Fox
What is
News.
taking so long in Minnesota? They've been like one of the first ones up, and they're only at 16%. They're taking a while.
The
All right,
I
Harry,
don't know.
this is where we go. What states do we have already? We got Texas.
That was the fastest pitch
Take it right at the top.
alive.
Florida.
Yeah, I'll
Dude,
correct
I don't know if I can do all this. I
Yeah.
gotta grab a beer and piss real quick. Hold
I'll
on, let
do-
me just go back to some conversation
looking at?
between. It was a predictive map where I can estimate
Oh.
who's gonna win. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. We still got we're holding on to 3 watchers at this point. We were up to a good amount there for a second, but I'll be right back.
on the bed now.
It's
What?
Everyone
You're
went to bed now.
Yeah, everybody's going to bed. Give me
how
2
do you go
seconds.
to
I'll be
bed
right
tonight?
back.
I'm not. I don't have any plans of sleeping tonight.
Here, I'm making my prediction right now for what I think is the final outcome going to be.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Chris,
What's
that'd be
left?
pretty cool, wouldn't it, to see? There's some drone footage.
I like it.
Yep. Dude, I tell you what, when Trump was in office, brother, we had everything was fucking booming. I loved it. You know?
Oh, for sure.
Yep. Dude, I tell you what, one thing I know I loved is having extra $100 in my pocket, during Trump's
absolutely.
trial.
Kamala Harris won Oregon.
Oh God.
That's
she's
not
at now.
surprising.
Yeah, not surprised really.
And not
No, I'm
surprising.
not surprised with that at all. That's
Mhm.
it's ridiculous if you think about it, and
Yeah.
those people are just idiots.
Yeah.
Too many
when they-
out there.
Mhm. Yeah, Chris, I know you notice I'm a lot smaller a little bit.
I have, man. You're looking good.
Yeah, I'm starting to I'm losing weight a little bit.
Good.
I'm happy about it too. Dude, I tell you what, every freaking AC company in my state in Louisiana wants to hire me as a tech.
Really?
But but my dad talked me out of it,
All right.
Yeah, I understand that.
Right, my dad's been doing it for over 61 years in HVAC.
No shit.
He's still doing it, Ryan. Still getting on those roofs and climbing in the attics.
How old is he?
He's
75?
70.
Really?
Oh, 70.
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. He was running his own crew at 15 years old for Renee's AC and heating with my uncle Roger Ontario.
Hey.
You know what you need to do, Zaya?
If I live, I just don't want to.
Holy
Chris,
shit.
you're cutting out.
Did Chris turn into what do you call that? What's that guy from the 80s? Max Headroom. Zaya, you need to start doing HVAC tours of Louisiana for New Orleans.
That'd be a good idea, actually. We have a bunch
Hell
of
yeah.
properties from New Orleans to California to Mississippi and in Florida.
Don't you guys have a bunch of those catacombs in New Orleans or
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Matter
Those
of
are
fact, somebody actually
Mhm.
found. Remember the old Fallout
They're all
shelters, Ryan?
catacombs.
Yeah, you remember them old Fallout shelters from back in the 50s that they had for the nuclear bombs?
Yeah.
Somebody uncovered one that's been sealed up over 40 years.
Give us Georgia already. We're at 91%. Trump's 51-48.
Come on, Trump.
Harrison, what's the website for the original map I was looking at, not the predictive one?
Just search presidential election 2024. First thing. It just shows it to you.
Yeah. And the one thing I wanted to ask you, Ryan, how's that ProMaster treating you?
I don't have a Pro Man. I wish.
Yeah, didn't you have a Dodge van at one time?
Oh, I've moved on from that. I have a 2024 Transit now, mid-roof.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to
like
do
it.
I love it. It's like decked out too. It's got the total. It's got like an iPad for the reverse.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to do a van tour for it. I've just been so lazy. I hate it. I feel
I've
like
had
I missed
one
out.
van in my life,
Yeah.
and it was a disaster.
Sorry, guys.
It was like a 98.
Oh shit! It was a 98. We lost.
What the
it.
heck?
We lost him. It was a
We lost him.
98.
But one van I will say is a piece of garbage. Right, in my opinion, is Chevrolet and Dodge.
You said ProMaster. I thought you were talking about a Roadmaster. That's like the
like the Dodge ProMaster cargo vans.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the Roadmaster, which is the live streaming device.
Dad.
Yes.
Sherrod
Chris is
Brown.
back.
Chris,
let's welcome to the show, Chris.
I don't know
Mr. Mike
I don't know
Hodgson.
what's going on. Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate you letting me in for the
Oh, dude, it's all good. Are you
10th
kidding
time.
me? Let me tell you, your input in this presidential election coverage 2024
Is worthless.
I mean, no, it's been invaluable. Harrison, don't you think Chris's input has been like very, very good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
187 commonly just
I
got.
don't know about all that. That's
Harrison's like, yeah, he's
that's
been
ridiculous.
great. He's been great.
This was more fun than I thought it
He's been great. He's kind of an idiot, but okay, whatever,
Now,
Dad.
Well, this is Harrison's first experience on a live stream. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with
and like
it's mine too.
5 seconds.
Hey,
yeah, his chops have not too bad tonight. So thank you, Harrison. I couldn't have done it without you. Think I could have held a presidential election coverage live stream without you? Shit. Kidding me?
Matter of fact, though, Ryan,
Yes.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are looking in favor for Trump, including PA. Arizona is too.
why is North Carolina such an issue?
I got to get back to this here.
Just give Georgia to Trump already, please.
Kamala Harris is getting Massachusetts.
I agree. I mean,
Massachusetts.
how much
stinks.
more? Well,
Right.
I
New
think,
Hampshire's gonna get
in all
Kamala.
honesty, I think it's because last go around they pull the trigger way too soon. They go, oh crap, never mind.
I miss landslide elections. When they used
Dude, I can't wait for Trump to get
like-
back in office.
2016 landslide, that was phenomenal.
no one
Yep.
expected Trump to win against Hillary. Then the news was freaking out.
Oh, dude, it was so beautiful. I still sometimes watch.
That was
I go back.
population
That Trump can't
was
win.
amazing.
Hilarious.
It was.
Yes. I've watched that at least 3 or 4 times today. Especially with
today. He watched
the
it.
music behind it. Dun, 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 dun.
You know, one thing.
The Apocalypse
we'll say,
Now
Ryan,
type
HVAC
stuff.
related. You know what I've been thinking of, Chris, lately.
2:30.
Yes, sir.
If I do, keep working for my dad, I may work with somebody for the next 10, 15, 11 years for an AC company, possibly. And
Trump's
then go out on my own at some point.
Well, if you keep working for him, you eventually get to take over his, right?
He closed his in 2012. and I started my company,
Oh.
Comfort Medic AC and Heating, as a side business. I've been doing my own thing on the side.
Harry,
Just
this isn't
I'm
the
building
same
my
one I was
clientele.
watching before.
I missed something somewhere.
Did you search? Are you in DuckDuckGo again?
It might be.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't. It's only on Google.
Really?
DuckDuckGo.
Ryan, did you know this? TikTok is owned by China, actually.
Look at that. Good to go. I can't even.
What kind of
spell
phone do you
Google.
have there?
Me?
Yes.
I got an iPhone.
I got an iPhone 13
Also-
Pro Max.
I got
Also owned by China.
Dude, I tell you what, I will never get another iPhone after the 16. That thing's a piece of garbage. From what I'm hearing, you got to restart the phone every 5 minutes to get it to work right. So, at least with Samsung, you still have the old-fashioned SIM card. You don't need that stupid electronic SIM, which I can't stand.
Oh shit! Who do we got here?
Who is it?
Chris Twice.
And
heck?
I kicked myself
got
out.
2 Chris's. Holy shit! We got
Holy
Chris
crap,
Young
That's
twice.
a miracle.
Hell
How
yeah.
does this happen?
Bro, did
I
he
don't
call
know,
him?
but it is. See that
Yeah.
now.
Which one do I get rid of? We got 2 double Chris Youngs
one on the left.
live stream tonight. Holy shit!
Yep. You know what I will say, Ryan? I'll never own
The
an
one I'm
EV.
pointing at, Ryan. The one I'm pointing at. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
The
Chris,
other
you know
one
one
just
thing I will say?
disappeared.
I will never own an EV. I hate
There
electric
you go.
vehicles. Like, I will keep buying gasoline and I'll keep.
EVs are stupid.
All right, guys. So Chris Young's freezing. We got double
EVs are
Chris Youngs.
false
My son looks.
persona.
He's ready. He needs to go to bed. He's got school tomorrow.
I can't go to bed. I'm too invested.
It's 11:34. I'm
Dude.
trying to find the U.S. presidential election results. We got 4 people watching here.
me?
Who's in the chat? Who's watching this? Please make yourself known in the chat. You know who's probably watching? Zaya, Harrison.
I'm actually not even watching,
Chris
Ryan.
Young.
My YouTube's closed.
Those are the 4 people that are watching us.
No, sir. My internet's closed, Ryan.
Oh man.
But matter of fact, Chris, I tell you what, since matter of fact, I had COVID at the end of last year, Ryan.
Oh yeah.
I caught it a second time.
Yeah,
I tell you what, that thing, it like to kill me this time. This time it almost killed me.
Yeah.
But then I got sick.
I don't know.
Yeah. Right after that, I got sick again, this time with a urinary tract infection right after.
That sucks, dude.
Whew.
That sucks.
I don't wish
All
that
right.
on anybody.
Man. Harry, I can't find the map again, bro. The good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll share.
Yeah, I was gonna say here, if you want to join the John HVAC live stream, I posted a link in the private chat for y'all.
No.
If you want to come over there. After this one's over.
There it is.
True.
The Zaya HVAC guy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Chris Young.
Chris, is it working this time?
And he's back.
I don't know. I have.
All right,
I don't know
guys.
what's going on.
Well, here's what's
I'm
about
not
to happen.
technically
I think-
savvy or smart enough to quit
No.
pushing buttons.
I think you're good. I think you're good. I want everybody's I want to go around the horn real quick before we end this thing.
Beer all over me.
Chris Young, starting with you, what do you think's going to happen? Is Trump going to win, or is Kamala going to win?
Trump's going to win. It's going to be a small margin, and everybody's going to throw a ginormous crybaby fit.
Yeah.
Kamala just got 192.
Yeah.
Now looking good.
So Chris says that he thinks Trump's going to win, but it's going to be it's going to be a big pussy fest going on, and everybody's going to yell and scream and whine about it. Yeah. Harrison, what do you think?
Trump's going to win. Trump's going to win Georgia. He's going to win. Where are we at in Wisconsin? We're at 68.
I don't think Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
He just lost Virginia.
Oh, he just did right now?
Yeah, Kamala's at 58.8 on Virginia.
Yeah.
Maine is at 51.
Yes, I'm seeing that right now. Trump's going to win Arizona. Maybe. It's close.
Pretty damn close. Trump's in the lead right now.
I don't think
All right, Zaya, what do you think? What's going to happen tonight?
I think he's going to win, Ryan.
Trump's going to win.
Yes, sir. And I think all hell's going to break loose as well.
I think Trump's going to win as well, and I think that he's going to cause major. I think it's going to just be a mess. Do you all think he's actually going to be the inauguration? Is going to happen?
Yes, I do think if he wins.
I think if he wins,
I think so. Just based on traditions and things of that nature. That's how I was stopped him from just hell and just arraignment and illegitimacy.
Right.
He's a felon. He's under indictment. He's under.
There you go.
Shit. That's a shame. All right, Chrissy Young, thank you so much for joining the show. Zaya, thank you as well.
Anytime, my brother.
Harrison, thank you so much. You made this live stream way more than I was expecting it to be. I appreciate you guys all. Hey, everybody, at the end of the day, one's going to win, one's not going to win. It is what it is. We need to come together as a country and, just do better. So, Zaya, Harrison, Chris, thank you guys. Hey, good luck.
Yep.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.